share on Twitch, it's good. Alright. Says I'm live, looks good. Alright. Okay. So tonight I'm going to start Alan Wake 2, which is by far one of the best horror games I've played in years. I actually think this might be better than some of the later Resident Evil games, Lexi. Not gonna lie.
Okay, when you say later, like, which ones are you referring to?
7 and 8.
Really?
Yes, this game is really good. Part of it is I also just love the premise of Alan Wake. As somebody who at one point wanted to be an author, like, it's a great setting. Alright, anyways, because I'm not playing Alan Wake 1, I'm gonna really quickly, just read the wiki page out loud for anybody who hasn't also played Alan Wake 1. Alright, so Alan Wake is a best-selling crime fiction author from New York City who suffers from a 2-year stretch of writer's block. He and his wife Alice travel to the small mountain town of Bright Falls, Washington, for a short vacation at the advice of their friend and agent Barry Wheeler. Before arriving, Alan has a nightmare about shadowy figures who try to kill him, when an ethereal figure in a diving suit intervenes in the dream and teaches him how to utilize light to fend off the shadows. Upon arrival in Bright Falls, Alan goes to a diner to retrieve the keys to their cabin from Carl Stuckey, the landlord, but instead encounters a mysterious old woman who tells him that Stuckey had fallen ill and she was entrusted to give Alan the keys. The woman directs the couple to a cabin on an island in the middle of Cauldron Lake, a volcanic crater lake, where Alan experiences a vision of the old woman. As they unpack, Alice reveals that the real purpose of their trip is to help break his writer's block by arranging for him to see a famous Bright Falls psychologist named Dr. Emil Hartman. Alan is infuriated and storms out, only to rush back when he hears Alice crying for help. He returns just as Alice is dragged into the lake's waters by a mysterious force. Alice dives in after her, blacking out as he submerges. After yet another hallucination of the old woman, Alan regains consciousness, apparently having driven his car off the road with no memory of how he got there. He attempts to reach a nearby gas station, but progress is hampered by murderous, shadowy figures resembling those in his dream. While fighting the shadows with light, Alan repeatedly encounters an ethereal figure in a diving suit similar to the one from his dream, who leaves behind pages of a manuscript entitled Departure, ostensibly written by Alan, who has no memory of writing it. He soon discovers that the events of the manuscript are coming true and that the shadowy figures named Taken are townsfolk possessed by a dark force. After killing a possessed Carl Stuckey and reaching the gas station, Alan tries to alert Sheriff Sarah Breaker of his wife's disappearance, but Sheriff Breaker states that there has been no island or cabin in Cauldron Lake for decades after it sank in a volcanic eruption. Breaker believes Alan is mentally unwell and takes him to the police station. Meanwhile, Barry arrives in Bright Falls in search of Alan. At the police station, Alan lies to hide the hallucinations he has been experiencing. He receives a call from a man purporting to be Alice's kidnapper, demanding the pages of Departure in exchange for her. Emil Hartman appears at the station to invite Alan to stay at his psychiatric hospital, Cauldron Lake Lodge. Alan punches Hartman as a response. Alan meets the kidnapper Mott at a nearby national park, who demands pages of Departure as a ransom. The two fight before Mott runs off into the night. Alan and Barry attempt to retrieve more pages and attract the attention of FBI agent Robert Nightingale. Alan leaves Barry behind and flees Nightingale, who chases him through the forest unsuccessfully. He meets Mott again to deliver the pages. As he arrives at the location, he witnesses Mott being tortured by the mysterious old woman, confessing that he never actually had Alice. Alan and Mott are then attacked by a dark tornado that hurls Alan into Cauldron Lake. He awakens in the lodge overlooking Cauldron Lake under the care of Hartman, who claims Alice is experiencing a psychotic break, triggered by Alice's drowning. He claims the supernatural phenomena Alan has been experiencing were all fabrications of his imagination. Alan attempts to escape the lodge as the shadowy force starts to attack it, learning in the process that the fake kidnapper was employed by Hartman to lure Alan to him. Hartman tries to stop Alan from escaping and gives the impression that he is aware of the supernatural events surrounding the lake. Barry helps Alan escape the lodge before the shadow subsumes it and all those inside. Alan and Barry gradually begin to learn the truth about Cauldron Lake from other townsfolk. An entity known as the Dark Presence is trapped within the lake, attempting to escape by using the lake's power to turn literature into reality. It has previously tried this with a poet named Thomas Zane, the figure in the diving suit, by taking the form of his spouse who drowned in the lake, Barbara Yeager, the old woman Alan encountered. Zane was able to resist its will and used his writings to cause the volcanic eruption that sank the island, stranding himself within the lake. The Dark Presence has grown strong enough to start to influence the townspeople and create the forces that have pursued Alan. That night, as Alan and Barry take shelter, they get drunk on moonshine, and Alan recalls memories of being forced to write departure during the prior week. He realized that the Dark Presence is trying to use his writings to escape, holding Alice in the lake so as to coerce him. Alan and Barry are arrested by Robert Nightingale, but they take and assault the police station and drag Nightingale away. Sheriff Breaker, now convinced of the Dark Presence's existence, helps Alan and Barry to reach Cynthia Weaver, a hermit who knew Thomas Zane and prepared countermeasures for the Dark Presence's return. Weaver leads them to the well-lit room containing a light switch known as the Clicker, which, through the power of Alan's writings, possesses the narrative ability to destroy the Dark Presence. Alan returns to Cauldron Lake alone and dives in, finding himself in a surreal alternate dimension known as the Dark Place, where thoughts and ideas become reality. Alan encounters Yeager and destroys her with the Clicker. Realizing that he must maintain balance in the story, Alan completes departure by freeing Alice, but strands himself in the Dark Place in the process. Finishing departure, Alan writes the final line, "It's not a lake, it's an ocean." And there is more story than that, because there's DLC, there's a spin-off game, but I don't want to read all that, because that is a lot to read already. And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember much of the DLC or the, I'm not spin-off game, but the semi-sequel expansion, I guess is a better word, having much story that really relates to Alan Wake 2. Oh, wait, no, there's Mr. Scratch. I forgot about Mr. Scratch. Mr. Scratch 2, sorry. Mr. Scratch is a fake version of Alan that the Dark Presence manifests that may or may not have escaped into reality at some point to fuck with things. Basically, it's an evil, twisted version of Alan Wake. It's as if Alan Wake had been possessed by the Dark Place. And that is basically the entire plot of Alan Wake's American Nightmare, is learning about Mr. Scratch. Okay. I have played through this game entirely when it first came out. That was, I think at this point, over a year ago. So I don't know how much I remember, or how many of the puzzles I will immediately know how to do. I'm mostly doing this because Lexi has not played this, and wants to see it.
I would play it myself, but we don't own it, so...
Yeah. It's a great game. Any excuse to play. I'm going to play on hard mode, which is what I think I beat it on Nightmare my first playthrough. There is one boss fight in this game that will probably upset me if they haven't somewhat patched it.
The beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
There's one bit of nudity in this game, and it's in the first 10 minutes.
And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by
And it
the
is,
genre, we are
like,
all
full
ripped to
on.
pieces along the way.
Fun.
Yeah. I'd worry about it, but in all honesty, this game is so graphic and violent.
I hoped it would be.
Like, I don't think it matters.
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
So this game had, I don't know if it was a glitch or a bug or if there's something wrong with my system, but when this game first came out, if I didn't have it on an SSD, the audio was desynced by like a full 30 seconds. It's the weirdest bug I've ever seen that was fixed by putting it on an SSD.
Come on in. We should go.
Where'd he gone?
Can I sprint? No, can't move faster. Alright. That would be Mr. Scratch. Now I can sprint. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, I think I need to turn the audio down. It is loud.
I was
Also,
getting ready to turn the stream down. But...
yeah. Also, I need to just check real quick if there's a...
Adele will be joining soon.
I saw. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I was wondering if there's a streamer mode for this game. I don't think there is. I don't remember. I remember looking for it before, but... I just want to make sure. Not that there. Okay, that's what I thought.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
What a fun opening.
Yeah, the upbeat music I'm listening to does not match it.
Yes, I imagine that would probably be go against it. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but then I forgot the word.
I wish I could help you find that word, but
I know, right?
I have no clue.
Alan Wake 2.
Hey, kiddo.
How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What's happened?
What a great kid.
Work stuff.
Right.
It's not your fault people
Well,
get all
Dad and I are
murdery.
just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Since you reminded me by
Snarky
sending the link
kid.
in the other
Wonder where she
server,
gets
there is
that from.
a channel now in mine.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just called it Stream Alerts.
Oh, okay. I'll put it there. Yeah.
It can't be a coincidence.
If you want to.
that another
No, I'll do
bug
it,
It's
it's fine.
shows
it.
up just
I'm
as we
just
arrive
putting it
in
out there
town.
as it's there if you want
You're
to.
still in the other server?
He's leaving us a message.
Yes.
Huh.
I'm glad you're on this.
Dude, I
case
don't
with
leave
me,
servers
Anderson.
unless I have a good
It's right up
reason.
your alley.
Apparently.
You should take lead.
Do you know how many servers I'm still in that I never interact in?
Okay.
Too many.
Hey.
Any
Jeez.
words of advice?
Way too many.
There it is, stream alert.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Alright.
Time to get to work.
And now we meet our protagonist.
Not
A
Alan
deputy was
Wake.
supposed to
Not
be here to show
Alan
us to the
Wake.
crime scene.
Saga
There's the
Anderson.
car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out
Oh
that
god,
map.
not the Bears. They always play the Bears.
Agent Casey. Played by... Can't remember the actor's name, and it's pissing me off, especially since he passed away
Worth
recently.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the truth.
But this is also the guy who
I
plays
think I hear someone.
Max Payne in the Max Payne games, if you've ever played or seen those.
I have seen them. Unfortunately, despite them being on the list of games I would like to play, we don't own them.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. When this guy was revealed in Alan Wake 2, everybody immediately went, wait, is Alan Wake 2 in the same universe as Max Payne? Because we already know Alan Wake is in the same universe as Control.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case.
So they were like, is
You're
Remedy
another
making
I wish I could
Alex
play.
Casey.
Control? It's
Yeah.
so good. Oh
Sorry
my
about
god.
The
that. Ma'am,
only
I-
game we own
I'm Deputy Mulligan.
from the
I just
creators
figured
Alan Wake,
that,
or
From
is
Remedy,
just
yeah.
Alan Wake. The
Oh,
first
that's a
one.
shame.
I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah.
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 Federal agents.
So like when we heard that, we were like, "Oh my god, is Remedy
My
making
partner
a
Thornton.
like an
Down at
extended
crime
universe,
scene.
a Remedy extended
He's
universe?"
not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
And I'm gonna be honest, the way this game plays out with some of the stuff they do for Casey specifically, it really feels like he is like another version of
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Max Payne. Camera.
Get into that.
It's crazy.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Man. No, it's a small town, but what a great officer right there.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah.
There are some
Couple
organs that are
out-of-towners.
outside of the
Wonder what
body,
they were
as
doing
opposed to
sneaking around the woods at night.
inside.
Where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
We have anything
supposed to be inside, right?
Right, Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker
It's
took
his
him back
first
to
day.
town a while ago.
I could believe that.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
You usually have to press a button on those things to get them to work. Maybe that's why your friend keeps saying things. You're not actually responding.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Buttons, I think it's tab. Shall we go to... Nope. Damn it. Oh, wait. Yes, there it is. To my mind... never mind. Can't do it yet. Damn.
I need to think through the facts
Oh,
of the case.
it's about to tell me how to do it. Yeah. To my mind palace!
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
This game is why in Killer Frequency I spent so much time on that cork board.
Worth taking
Because of
another
this
look.
game. Because I'm like, oh, it's another one of these. The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. WASD to move around, zoom in, zoom out, cursor. You're now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing escape. Okay. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010, no other commonalities. 2010 is the year Alan Wake 1 takes place, / came out. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. If I click his name, it doesn't actually. Okay. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound, found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Some organs missing. Predation? State of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as a cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Yep, okay. The murder method. Slight difference in murders, bloating only commonality in bodies, but not the cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. 2 of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experienced bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in water. Killer profile. If I click on, yeah, okay. Talk to someone. Oh, I forgot it gives you hints like that on how to continue that. All right. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe, or their art. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. Okay, so... Previous murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. I think that's the only case we have right now. Yep. Okay. So from here I can do all kinds of stuff, like look at the map. I don't have any of those. Don't have anything there. And I assume I can't do anything over here yet either. Yes. Okay.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
Visiting the Mind Place does not
We're
pause the
just
game,
getting
so be
started.
mindful of nearby
Let's
threats.
head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey,
God,
Casey.
that sucks.
You put
Right, where are we going again? Oh, wait, around here. Right.
You're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Yeah, Casey, is this your last
Real
case?
funny, Anderson.
Actually kind of is, because the actor no longer with us. God rest his soul. So they'd have to recast him.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Control. Okay. Charm slots let you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped in the charm slot. So this game does have that kind of Resident Evil kind of thing too from some of the newer games. You can get supernatural abilities, such as not dying once.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
What?
I think most Resident Evil charms give you supernatural abilities.
Yeah, that's fair. Most of them are like reload 5% faster or something.
No.
Not a
Okay,
bad
the one that
place
I'm
to get
thinking of is
murdered.
RE4 Remake, and
That's
most
what I
of
was
those
thinking
are
of, yeah.
like extra ammo crafting.
Yeah, that's true.
Discounts for the merchant.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
I had a friend who had that equipped 24/7 when he played through that, and it
Should've
pissed
brought
me
an
off so much.
The merchant discounts?
Yes.
Around here that
Oh
feels
my
like
god.
home.
I'm like, just
You
take
think
them
the
off
law
when
had
you
the
get
sense
to
to
a
cut
merchant. He
apart?
goes, nah,
If they
I'm
did,
good. I'm like, why are
next
you
coffee's
doing
on me.
this?
I understand to some degree, because I forget I even have them sometimes, but
Yeah.
the ammo crafting ones, they're so much more useful.
Oh, yeah. I think I had the pistol ammo crafting one increased to knife damage, was it? Or kicks or something? I think it was just like increased to melee damage or something was what it was. And I can't remember the third one I used.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
I think that the closest you get to supernatural powers is the striker charm, but that's a reference to an old glitch.
Come on, I'll show you.
Alright. I do like the ability, like, you...
So,
Yeah, I like the idea that you have a little charm of the merchant, and the merchant goes, that's cute, you can have a discount.
hunting down
No charm? Fuck off.
shootouts with
Isn't
the
there a
mob.
charm specifically for discounts on the rocket launcher?
Yeah. Yeah, I got the rocket launcher down to like 50% off with that.
Damn.
Yeah, you can get it real cheap.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
Procedures and whatnot, you know, that
You
kind
owe
of
me a
stuff.
coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Oh, it's gonna make me do this. Okay. We have a new case.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing
No.
a key image on the case board begins a new line of investigation. Cauldron Lake murder scene. Another body has been...
Was it ever a coincidence?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, ironically enough, in this game, I think it is. This one. I do think this one
God.
is coincidental. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Actually, wait, is it? I can't remember. I found like every page in this game. I still can't remember everything that's placed. Every page that's there though. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Why am I having such a hard time reading today? Oh my god. You are now free to examine the caseboard or leave. Escape to complete this objective. Alright. Wait, no, go back. Go back. There's something more there. Consistent with previous murders. Find evidence. Okay.
Do you think
Step one.
time stops
Examine
when she
the
goes into
corpse.
that, or do you
They
think she's
said
staring off into
specifically it does
space?
not. They said specifically the game does not pause.
She's just staring
Yeah.
off into
The
space.
killer left the heart right
Yep.
next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Back to my mind's palace! Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. Okay. Cargo straps used to restrain the victim. Bruising indicates the victim was alive when restrained. Matches other cases. Major chest trauma. Oh, this one I've got to click and drag. The other one you just took from me, though. Major chest trauma. This is consistent with previous killings. Heart found near victim's body.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with.
Well,
This
we already
makes
know they were
4
kind of
murders that we
interrupted
know
by those
about.
2 backpackers. The clues have resolved the open question, unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. All right. You can check the updated goals by pressing Control. You are now free to examine the case board. Okay. Murder matches previous cases, but interrupted. May find some new leads this time. And for the heart. Heart was removed, but then left on the table near the body. Was this murder interrupted? Okay, so we don't know anything about the killers or who the victim is.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the
sick
tripod over.
fucks were recording this.
Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Hi. Get used to this. Playing as Saga, like every 30 seconds, back at the Mind Palace. Alright. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. Heavy blood splatter on the table. Not there? The killer? Okay.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay. They really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work? The killers. Multiple assailants present. Messy scene. Crime of passion? Premeditated? Okay, so what am I missing? This is also going to be another one of those games where I keep yelling, what am I missing? Because I'm missing, like, one thing to advance the plot.
Yeah.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI.
Dun dun
Came to town
dun.
about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sister.
He's too cheerful about that.
Clues can be discovered by
We've
speaking to
forgotten
people.
the man is dead.
Yeah.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times in Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Back to the Mind Palace.
To the Mind Palace. I found
Yeah.
one clue.
I found 2 clues. I will do this when I find 1 clue, though. 100%. Casey, Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable. Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
No one's heard from this guy in 13 years? Why surface now? Where's he been? Victim ID'd, Robert Nightingale. Former FBI agent, mental state questionable at time of disappearance. Premeditated or spontaneous. We have a cooler and beer bottles left nearby, staking out this spot, having a cold one while they waited for our victim.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Alright, back to the case board really quickly. Alright, looks new, brought by the killers. Why? To mount a camera? Weird snuff film? Premeditated or spontaneous? The killers waited for the victim, brought equipment, murder was premeditated. But what was Nightingale doing here? Using her intuition, Sagan can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
To the case board! Nightingale came from the lake. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now? After 13 years, where's he been?
In the lake.
No, that can't be. That doesn't make sense.
The lake is
I'm totally right, though.
I mean, we literally saw him come out of the lake.
Yeah.
Let's take a look down by the lake.
But this is the FBI. We only believe in facts and logical things.
Way, right?
Right.
For now.
Not magical bullshit.
I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's
Maybe.
not that complicated.
All I
Nightingale
know
was out in
is
the
that he
woods
came
alone at
from
night,
the lake.
Possibly nude.
How do I know
Killers knew
that?
he was here.
Shut up,
Ambushed him.
Casey.
Dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems
Our
pretty-
first
There's a piece of
page.
paper on the ground.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Tracks.
I love Casey, though. He's so great.
Nightingales?
Every line he says in
They
this
come
game
out.
is so good. I don't like nature. The sky's too big. I didn't know trees could get that big.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm, like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Oh, I love this game.
words.
These
love
words
this game
felt like
so
a message.
much.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
And then managed
You
to
were right.
rip out a page from a typewriter
right up
and
my
place
alley.
it here
Nightingale came this
before
way.
we walked right here.
Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
To the Mind Palace. Manuscript cages can be read inside the Mind Place. The message, Aphrodite. Leaning on the meditation. Okay, yeah, literally all just the same thing. Okay.
We We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
They replaced his heart with a paper mache heart.
They played arts and crafts with his body, the madmen.
What's wrong with them? That sounds like a Danganronpa death.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, you see, of course he died. A paper mache heart could never work for a real heart.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns, doesn't make sense, asking wrong questions. What? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. Nightingale has something hidden inside of him. There's more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine this body properly back in town.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Learned all I can here. Need to get body back to town for examination. So the killer is watching us? Game on.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it.
I hate all of it. Yeah.
I believe
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we carrots?
Am I going the wrong way? I feel like I'm... No, okay.
To their design?
Still the right way.
All the above?
It's all about control.
Hey, you made it back.
Deciding what happens to
Good.
who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Yes.
Oh,
Deer
Sheriff Briggs
Fest.
called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Alright.
Thanks.
Time to go back to Bright Falls.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in.
This guy's
We
too
should go for
big,
a hike
though.
if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Notice, do not touch. This station is property of the FBC. No entry. That is the Federal Bureau of Control. A government-funded organization that tracks
Kids
weird shit.
lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
We're all in this together, hero.
Casey hates
Have
the
a
English jokes
heroic
about
day.
coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
2 manuscript fragments.
He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates them.
Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Place. Let's see. I found 2 of them. What to buy? Nothing. What's really annoying is there's not enough manuscript fragments in a single playthrough to fully upgrade every weapon. And that makes me sad.
I mean,
Can't
you kind
get
of
the clues all together yet.
Yeah, I know. But also,
Hard
the thing that annoys me a
Try
little bit more
hard.
about that This game didn't
Translating to a
originally
dead end.
launch with a New Game Plus.
Tripod for a camera?
This game used to only have one playthrough.
Snuff film?
It took
Maybe.
about half a year,
And why
no,
take
2 or
out
3
his
months, I
heart
think,
just to throw it away?
for
To
the New
stuff
Game
in
Plus to
something
get added.
for us to find.
That's weird then.
Yeah.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Back to Bright Falls, the not at all weird town.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so
Are
directly
you able
before.
to drive in this game like you could in
Damn
No.
the
impressive.
original Alan
No,
Wake?
thank God.
With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Welcome to Deer Fest.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Ugh,
See you around.
what a weird fucking town. I know that's the
Yeah.
point, but jeez.
Oh dear. Cute.
Good afternoon.
The Oh Dear Diner.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
How'd you
Nice
guess?
to have you here.
Yeah.
I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's
Oh.
Washington's finest.
Played by one of my favorite actors,
Nice
Shawn
to meet you,
Ashmore.
Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
Star of
Agent Saga
another
Anderson.
Remedy
This is
game,
Agent Alex
Quantum
Disney.
Break.
Tim Breaker.
Oh, hey, Dayla.
Let me just say I'm happy that you're
What's up, fuckers?
Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
The Oh Dear Diner in Bright Falls. Jukebox.
Lexi, about you,
The
Lexi,
jukebox
about
is-
your earlier comment in your channel,
Which one?
the one about Bad playing Valorant.
Oh, yes.
He's now playing Minecraft.
Oh, good.
The jukebox is
That's
out of
the
order.
correct one.
The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. Man, that just reads as the Salt and Pepper Diner John Mulaney
I was
story.
gonna say, this is the Salt and Pepper Diner.
Bum, ba-da, bum, bum, ba-da.
It's
Let's
not
do Pokey Cat.
unusual.
God, that's the funniest story ever still.
God, I've been rewatching, I've rewatched parts of Baby J because I don't have Netflix.
Open this with my bare
Because,
hands.
you know, why not? But I don't have Netflix, so I've been rewatching parts of Baby J on YouTube. And I forget how funny the opening of him telling about how he got that one doctor to prescribe him fucking pills with.
This might as well happen.
No, I don't even mean that one. I mean, like, in Baby J, when he's talking about the doctor that was just prescribing him random pills.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that special.
You haven't seen Baby J?
I don't think
It's the one that
so.
he produced after he got out of rehab.
Oh, okay.
Deer.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
man.
remind me
What a
of a
good
dream I
deer.
had.
What a nice deer. Let me pet the stuffed
That deer
head.
is... Deer runs out of wall at full force.
Yeah, there's an achievement for petting every stuffed deer head in the game. I have that achievement.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you.
They saw the rather violent, ritualistic murder of a former FBI agent.
Yes, the normal rituals of FBI agents.
Yes. Yeah, he was strapped to a table, and then they literally cut his heart out while he was alive.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm glad I joined now.
Yes, and apparently they stuffed some paper in there.
Famous novelist Alan Wake went missing here. I was down at the lake getting some details.
I went and got sushi.
Nice.
So what did you see in the woods?
We got sushi and chicken, and my mom got crab rangoons.
Nice, nice. I had Cajun Alfredo chicken for dinner.
Shouting weird shit at us.
I've done nothing but snack today. Don't make me hungry, please.
Anything at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting.
I had a California roll with no avocado. Because I don't like avocado.
You're making me want sushi.
Tearing into the naked guy with knives. Like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What are you shuffling?
The masks
My
and
Coke.
knives aren't enough.
That's very loud for Coke.
It's a glass bottle, and I have a glass coaster.
Oh,
That's the
like,
issue.
And then we found
that's a really loud thing for Coke, unless you're
Yep.
talking about the other kind.
It's my Coke.
Oh god.
The ants are all over my skin. Alright, I have since finished my Coke, and I am now going to pop an energy drink.
My grandmother's calling.
It is orange creamsicle flavored, and will probably be one of the sourest things I've drank in a long time.
My dad has had the best timing. We have food.
Oh, nice.
I'll be back.
Cool. While you're getting food, I'm going to my mind palace! Oh, right. Alex Casey lunchboxes.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress. Okay. Cauldron Lake area. That's where I found this one. The note inside said, "We're in this together, hero." What do they mean? Who left this? Found by the FBC monitoring station at the Cauldron Lake. The Bookers described multiple attackers wearing deer masks, chanting and tearing into the guy with knives.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We're dealing
I'm
with
in
an
the
organized
Mind
group
Palace.
of killers, not a lone
Yeah, I
serial
saw it
killer.
before I left.
Yes. Not a serial killer. Organized group working with purpose, ritualistic murders. Multiple assailants chanting and with a matching dress code. We're not dealing with a serial killer. Case closed.
The cult of the tree.
Case closed.
This case just
Don't think it's closed.
It's not a serial
I need to start a
killer.
new file.
It's a cult.
But it's my first cult case.
Oh wait.
Exciting.
That's not a case closed. Shit. Not a lone killer, but an organized group. The Cult of the Tree. This case just got much more interesting. I should open a new file. Start fresh. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Alright, to stop a cult, we need to understand them. Their ideology, their goal, their members. Alright, so our three things that we're starting with is, what kind of cult is it? Who's involved in the cult? And what's their goal? Cultists were wearing deer masks.
They like animals.
Yes. Cult psychology. If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest? Yes, Deerfest. It's actually a ritualistic worship.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover. Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why? The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters. They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder.
I want to know where she's getting this.
They were telling the truth.
She's just coming up with
No, she's just got a really good... This is literally... That's literally her intuition. That's what this is. Profiling. It's just intuition.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom.
And her intuition is always correct.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So you found something there, right?
You think that's going to be interesting. Wait till what happens in about 20 seconds.
Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Here it is.
Thanks.
Here she
This could prove to
is.
be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now.
Look who it is.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
What a great opening. That's going to have you questioning things the entire game. To the case board. I found one piece of evidence. Not psychology, so it must be that. Yep. Cult symbols. Jewelry can be used as subtle indicators of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride?
All set?
Sorry, my grandma wanted to know what I was doing for my birthday.
You ready to go take a look?
Let's go.
Well, a very weird woman just said our...
I got a lead.
Yeah. A very weird woman just said, I can't believe you're back in town after your daughter drowned. Our daughter has not drowned. She's alive. We talked to her in the beginning of the game.
Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you.
Or did we? Dun dun
We're
dun.
not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
Holy shit, we won this round by like the skin of our fucking teeth.
It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best
Like literally, I was blocking them at the door, and it was my. I never use Clash for that reason, but that was just cyberbullying.
Downstairs, ready to go.
That's the best kind of game.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as
I
possible.
I always know what side they're coming in sometimes, and I was like, you know, it'd be fun. I'm just gonna Clash that side for a while. I literally flashed them with 15 seconds left. She finally rushes me.
I'll be right with you.
And then I'm like, electrocute time. And then I got like 3 kill assists. Toxic gaming moment.
It won't open.
It won't open. Why not?
I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you got too much time on your hands.
You want to know something unironically that got somebody fired before I started at McDonald's?
What? Stealing toilet paper?
Yeah, somebody got fired at my location. Like, I shit you not, at my location for stealing toilet paper.
Wild.
Yeah, fucking
actually wild. Yeah.
Wild.
Yes, toilet paper is expensive.
Apparently.
Yeah, well, it is. It's just also
sweet,
the
some
fact that
batteries
they got
I can steal from
fired.
the sheriff's station. Can't do shit about that. I'm FBI.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
Ah, I didn't miss it.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. We've only had a tour guide, also. Bear season.
These ads are the greatest thing ever.
A bear.
Oh no, a bear.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters.
I also say fuck the government.
Fuck the government. We have bolt cutters.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park.
I'm surprised that's allowed to be an ad.
I love these ads so much.
Of Bright Falls Dam.
There's an achievement for watching every one of these ads. I don't have it, and I'm upset.
You gonna try for it this round?
Probably. If I see him, I'm gonna watch him. I don't think I've seen this one. I think this one is new to me.
Oh dear, Diner Coffee Thermos.
There is one at the diner I didn't
not
watch.
The collectible from the first game.
Oh, there's so many collectibles in this game. There are so many.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring
Is
budget.
it still thermoses?
I guess.
No.
We share,
no, this
we
is
share a morgue with
we
the
collect,
with
yeah.
the,
But you can handle this.
we share a morgue with the funeral home. That's just called a funeral home.
Yeah, kind of. No, it's not thermoses in this game. It's lunchboxes.
Oh my god.
To be fair, the lunchboxes have manuscript pages, and they let us upgrade our weapons. Like all of the collectibles, for the most part, actually like do something in this game.
They just say something about morgues always cheers me up.
Casey, our partner, is fucking weird.
Hey, the weirder the better.
Yeah, some of his lines have also included, I don't like nature. It's got, like, the sky's too big.
I don't disagree.
It's just so funny. I love I love that I don't like nature because the sky's too big. That's such a, like, real thing to say, though. Just, like, it's so real in, like, everything about what he says. Yeah, the sky is really big. It's called being outside.
Mumbo, is the moon big?
God, he said some other stuff that I can't remember that I've also loved.
Budge. Okay, let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection.
No, we're gonna start with the
before
case
performing
board
the
because we have new
internal
case
examination.
stuff.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body? Body has been prepped, ready for examination. Hope it can provide some actual answers. Map. I can rewatch the ads. There's 6. Oh, there's only 6 of those. Okay. Maybe I did get that achievement. Alright. Always gotta clear every room. Make sure I get all the loot. Steal the medical supplies from the cops. They don't need them.
Can't be opened on this
You
side.
have better use for them.
Exactly. Like fighting not shadow demons, but normal people.
There's writing on here.
Normal cult people.
Totally normal people.
Can't make it out.
Yeah.
Writing. How'd they
Completely normal cultists.
Yeah.
The
That
body
might be
shows
shadow
signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
Back to the case board. Cause of death. Looks like Nightingale put up a fight before they restrained him. Not there. Here. Okay. Is this some kind of tattoo? It's too smudged to read. As I suspected, it looks like something was put in here. Bloating at joints indicates long-term water exposure. Really, that's under cause of death? Okay. Okay, so we figured that out.
Is cause of death.
No shit.
But the corpse is bloated. Waterlogged.
How did he die? Maybe it has something to do with the giant gaping hole in his chest. Maybe. Victim was alive and strapped down. Timeline is inconsistent with bloating.
Cams down?
With what?
What the fuck?
Legible words on heart.
Valkyries with like 0 cam placement.
Oh.
In his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Did the killers write this on the heart? How? I can't make out what it says. Tattoo on body and heart. How did killers have time? Doesn't make sense. Anything to learn from the body? The cause of bloating is unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart, and something was inserted into the chest cavity. Say I had something else now. Okay.
Was it fragrant?
What?
Is it like a fragrance?
Oh, no, don't worry. We'll pull it out right now.
With no gloves.
Yeah. It's more manuscript page.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Hope you weren't attached to that guy.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Flautist. He was selfish.
How did my gun go there?
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Gotta move. Now.
You can aim by holding that and fire.
Vanished.
End of chapter. Oh, part of me wants to go right to the next chapter. The other part of me wants to listen to this music. It's so good.
Up to you.
Oh. I think I'm gonna skip it just to be on the safe side in case it's copyrighted.
There.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
You can read your collected manuscript pages in the Mind Palace. To the Mind Palace. Saga fights Nightingale with a light. The autopsy room was a mess. Oh wait, this is narration. That's
The
right.
autopsy room was a mess. Like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light. Lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them. Hurt the darkness in them. Made them vulnerable. I flick the switch. It goes click. Show me the clicker. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Alright. Saga pursues Nightingale. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't. A Taken. A creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place. A tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it. A flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster, her job, before he killed again. He'd be inside, waiting for her. Follow you. Oh, right, that's the music. Nope. Okay.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
Alright, magic is real. Moving on.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to
I just want
create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
If you're stuck unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the Mind Palace. Is that for the case?
You're going to spend 90% of the game in here.
You have no
Dead
idea.
Man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Okay. Victim of cult killing became a monster. Cult goal. Cult ritual. What is it? I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Need to dig into this. There must be an explanation. Victim's body organs covered in writing. Page found inside the chest. Writing part of the ritual? Text tattooed on the victims. Manuscript page found inside. Writing has some significance here. Side. Alright. A page where his heart should be. Text tattooed on the missing heart. Can't be a coincidence. Victim Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster. Okay. Nightingale only victim to become a monster. Why? His murder matched the other victims. Why didn't they become monsters too? Case the Cult of the Tree is performing rituals to create monsters. I don't have an explanation for this. How are they doing this? What the hell is going on here? Do I have something for something else? No, that's what I thought. Okay. No, I do have something for something. Where? What am I missing? Nope, there it is. Okay. Close here. There we go. Where did Nightingale go? According to the page, it sounds like Nightingale went back to Cauldron Lake, and he's a Taken? The overlap. What? These pages aren't making sense.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him
I also love how just instantly they're like, all right, magic is real. Moving on.
Stop him before anyone else.
Let's go kill a zombie. Let's go kill a dead man.
I love when kids in fucking video games are like, just do this! And I end up doing actually something that they didn't actually want me to do, and somehow I win. It's almost like I've played this game before, 12-year-old.
Yeah. I remember that feeling in Valorant.
We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
People constantly being like, you know, if you crouch, you're more accurate. Immediately gets like 4 kills while standing. Shut up.
Silence.
Quiet you.
Honestly, it's just infuriating to have people try to tell you to do things in video games in general.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's even worse when it's literally.
Man, you would hate the Hydra boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. The guy yelling the entire time, "Get up on the Hydra's back!"
God. No, okay, it's different when the game tells me.
That's fair.
The game giving it to that. I don't know.
It's funnier when he has 2 more kills than I do, like only 2, and then also he was like the first one dead.
Or dangerous.
I don't mind it when the game does it.
Yeah.
Can you call it?
It's just the God. And I feel so bad about how angry it makes me too, because I am the type of person who will just hand random facts about games that I know, like things you can do, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll just say it because that's just how I am. But then if someone tries to tell me something that I already know, it makes me so irrationally angry.
Alright, I know that there's some manuscript stuff in here.
It was like 10 times worse in competitive shooters.
Oh yeah.
A fucking Ash in Overwatch earlier was like, oh, use your ult, you know, you have that. I'm like, I just got it. I will use it in a minute.
A lunchbox again.
I just died. What do you want from me?
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Is that the only one in here? I think it's the only one in here.
It's so quiet here. Now, why'd you go and do that?
Fuck you, that's why.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
The Founders Park was relocated here as our small town keeps growing. We are sure you'll find this placement for the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park. Alright, I want to see if I can still see that ad that's going to happen in here. Because that one I remember being pretty good, too. Let's see, where's the TV in here? There it is. Oh, no. Come on, really? Damn. It'll probably replay at the end of the ad. I'm hoping that we're close to the end of the ad, but I don't think we are. I'll give it a minute. A couple seconds.
I want to know why it doesn't just play the moment that you...
Yeah. Immersion! It would ruin my immersion if the ad restarted just by looking at it.
It would ruin the immersion. Who cares about immersion ruining?
I will say, this is pretty funny watching this silent, too.
Yeah, that's fair. Just like how it would actually be in a diner.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Come on. Okay, it gave me the ad at least, so I can still watch it. There we go.
We're going to a cool guy's house to drink some...
That was literally the beginning of the ad we started at.
Oh my god.
Oh, Ilmo, I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine. Like an asshole.
I got MVP, y'all.
I know what Jaakko needs. Amamir to the rescue.
Beer cans do not fly. Please do not throw them.
Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Amabir. Amabir is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way.
At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers.
I feel so called out.
I was gonna say that is the biggest fucking call out.
In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out.
It's not sad if it's intentional.
You both sucks.
Your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
I love these ads so much.
These are great.
There are 6 of them in the entire game, and they're all the same kind of like, this is the stupidest thing ever. I love it.
But it's true.
The Kosekeli brothers.
I do go to the bar and try to avoid everybody by drinking a weird drink.
Be right back.
Got it. All right.
I'm not drinking a beer. I'm gonna drink a cocktail.
Yeah.
I avoid small talk everywhere.
How about that weather?
How about that weather,
Don't give a shit
y'all?
about the weather. It's what it always is right now. Hot.
Hot dogs, veggie dogs, soft pretzels, cold drinks.
Cold drink.
Man, hot dogs for $1. I miss that. $1 hot dog would be awesome. The car can use travel.
Hot dogs for like $1 at Costco.
Yeah, I don't have a Costco that's like within reasonable driving distance of me is the thing.
Fair enough.
So
I think my nearest Costco is like 45 to 50 minutes away.
I'll be back in a second.
So when we went to when we went to Hachicon, the place where Hachicon was literally like down the road from Costco.
Oh, well, good for lunch.
Yeah. It was like in the middle of of the
it depends on where the food section of the Costco is.
Yeah, that's fair.
The one that we go to is inside. You need a membership to actually.
Also true.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, if it's inside, yes.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. The one that I go to, the actual like restaurant area is inside the Costco.
Like it's not after checking out.
Yes, but you have to.
Some Costco's require membership.
In Costco, you have to have a membership to get in.
No, you don't. Okay, no.
That's how mine is.
So here's how you go to Costco. You go to Costco if you want like a Costco pizza. You just go in the exit door and say, I'm doing something.
Oh, well, okay. Cheating the system.
That's literally what you do. It's
That's
not
fair.
cheating the system if it's efficient.
It's cheating the system if it breaks the rule. That's what I mean.
It's not a rule breaking. You can go and you don't need a Costco card to get food.
Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from New York City cult. Similarities, commonalities, and methodology. Part of series? Find out name of good coffee from diner.
The good coffee as opposed from the gross coffee.
Yes.
The good coffee, TM.
The good coffee, TM. Oh, Dostoevsky. Really
Love playing as the FBI. We're legally allowed to break into every apartment and building in town. You can't stop us from stealing your shit.
I can't get through this.
Shit, locked door. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Kick it down.
I don't have that skill unlocked.
I don't have the kick skill unlocked.
I put all my points in a 2-arming.
Put all my points into gun.
Sorry.
I put all my points into gun.
I was making a reference to the fucking Snapcube fandom we watched.
Oh, right. Right.
I can't force it open.
Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier.
You mean
I
Markiplier?
don't know, Markiplier.
Markiplier.
They called him Markiplier for like most of the dub, though.
They did.
Yes, technically his name's Markiplier. Sigh. Technically.
Technicalities.
You and your technicalities.
Oh man, look at this deer. What a good deer.
Why did she
why
pet
her
the
first
deer like
reaction
that?
is to pet it.
I don't know either, but I love it. I'm trying.
Are they fluffy?
What's that?
Yeah.
Are they fluffy?
Yeah.
They look fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
how do I describe
have you ever actually
deer
touched?
hair?
I was gonna say, have you ever actually touched one of these like any stuffed animal
Yes.
like that? They're
I've
not
touched-
fluffy.
I've touched
They're like
animals?
never fluffy.
Stuffed
I've
animals,
touched-
yes.
yeah.
Taxidermy, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
taxidermy
that's what I
animals, I have touched them. I've also touched real deer, and they feel about the same.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even seen a real deer.
And depending on
Maybe
like where
once
it's
during
hung,
a road trip.
yeah, and depending on like where it's
Yeah,
hung, that changes like the texture too. Like if it's in a restaurant,
Yeah.
that shit gets like oily and grimy and
And then if
gross
it's been
real
like
quick.
an old, and if it's like an older restaurant, and
Yeah.
like that was around during the time when like smoking was, you were able to smoke in
Yeah.
restaurants, that also changes
They can get
it.
like real disgusting. This building was constructed
Yeah.
as part of one of the early settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years, and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. Let's go kill a zombie ghost guy thing.
Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
What?
Tammy mentioned him.
Who's that?
She's writing a book on his disappearance.
Oh my god.
You
The
know
guy
the
who's on the title of the game we're in?
Alex.
You
I
know
can't
we're in a
believe
game?
this.
What?
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office.
What was that?
Cold.
I can't believe this.
Murder case, Casey. Sorry.
Yeah, what's funny is you just made the joke that kind of is meta to the joke that they are currently making. Casey has the same name as the main detective in Alan Wake's murder mystery novels.
In the mail.
God.
Fragments of prose describing.
So people always compare the
You've
two.
heard the stories about what
Yeah.
happened in New York. Some of it, at least. bodies.
You made the joke at the exact same time.
God, that wasn't even intentional.
I know. It's great. Yeah, this game is like meta kind of in that weird way of like
copycatting the murders from
like
the books.
of admitting like some of this is fictional. It's weird. It's so weird.
After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror
Fucking
story.
damn it. God damn it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Feels good to crack your back every once in a while. That felt great.
Oh, you want to hear my bullshit feel from work?
Return to the heart.
The heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap.
Not tab. God, I want tab to be how do I interact with my stuff. I need to heal.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
Oh,
Let's
right.
start
I
looking
can't
for
just
Nightingale
quick
where
use
we
stuff.
killed
I have to fucking equip it first.
Because, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah. Equip, consume. Okay, well, quick slot this, number 1. Yep, okay.
Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public.
How do I turn my flashlight on?
Has that ever stopped the public before?
Okay. Wow, what a great... Man, you want to guess what button my flashlight is bound to?
Huh.
It's not F.
Okay.
It's E.
Oh, why?
I know, right? It's a weird
Can
choice.
you change that?
I probably can, but I don't care
The
enough.
writer of these pages knows
Fair
what will
enough.
happen. Because they're behind this.
I'll keep
Okay,
that
It's easy
shit
enough.
on.
It's one key over from like
Impossible things
F.
are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues.
I love how she's narrating, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously
It's-
she's narrating to the to somebody else, right? It's like
yeah,
the thought process.
I'm
right?
pretty sure it's played off as like this is like her
I've been
internal
thinking more
monologue.
about the code of the tree.
Like
What
rather than
sort of
actually
cult
saying this out loud in case of being like
refers to
this
themselves as a
fucking
cult?
why is she talking?
My experience.
Who is she talking to?
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Yeah. Remedy does a lot of that. They did that with Quantum Break. They did that with Control. Speaking of Control. Oh, wait, that's not Control yet. Oh, wait, that guy is. Hey, remember the guy from the ads? Here he is!
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koska. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods.
I love when nitro cells just go fucking, or not nitro cells, when you have an electric thing on Siege and it just go
you two are here about
whoosh.
that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking
I've
of,
seen your ads. They're
if you're
amazing.
looking for some fun, stop by Watery.
I've seen your ads. I'm looking to purchase
I
a
want
singular beer.
I want all of your services.
Sauna, sauna de vista.
I'm looking to purchase a singular beer.
Yes. Guided tours, hunting,
I saw in the ad that they don't
hiking,
fly, though.
Whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
Reverse fuse.
God, I love that people who have not played Control or know anything about it would absolutely believe that. And I, as someone who had played it, I'm like, that's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. How dare
My
you?
mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother.
For me and my brother.
My hometown was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland, Pulla, Karjalanpää.
Why does he sound like this?
Close.
'Cause
My
he's
mom's
Finnish.
family's from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them
Did you not
beyond
pick
that.
up on that?
He literally just said it, too.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he just said he's
Yeah,
finished.
but the problem is that it doesn't sound Finnish. It sounds
Stephen, we're
robot.
investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you
Are you telling me the weird game has
Nothing that isn't
weird
classified,
acting?
I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here.
Why
are run
am
by
I
a different
thinking in
department.
terms of
I'm
like
just here to make some repairs.
just like the
wiring on this
fucking
thing
like
breaks every
text
couple months.
scroll from Monty Python? How you pronounce that one?
Oh god. I will say the Remedy, specifically the writer for this game and Alan Wake, takes heavy inspiration from like Twin Peaks and stuff. So it's going to feel a lot like Twin Peaks and stuff.
Nope, I can't do that.
Alright. Maintenance note. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get into it anymore. Stephen Lin,
yes,
Chief
those-
Technician. Yeah.
Those infamous raccoons.
At least the bears aren't being blamed for once.
No, now it's the raccoons.
When the bears be big.
When in doubt, blame the bears.
Cannot shoot them. Disappoint.
Let's get to the murder
Pew,
side, Casey.
pew. I can do it in my head, alright. I can imagine.
A lot of things about
The bears
this case
are
keep bothering
common.
me. But one thing feels really off.
The bears are the common enemy.
Breaker's disappearance.
Common enemy of man. Bears. Yeah.
I
Bears.
get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
Have you ever seen a bear? Horrifying. Evil
I have seen a
incarnate.
bear.
Evil
They're
incarnate.
babies. They're babies.
It just
love
hasn't grown up
bears.
and inherited its evil nature. That's all.
Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our
Carved
crime
into the
scene's
table,
drowning.
alright.
I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale.
Man,
The page.
I love
Place in the
actually
Golden
playing
Lake.
this again a second time. This is awesome.
So
Because
how
just
do we
listening to
follow
these
him
lines are
Maybe
ah,
something around here will
really helps with like the characterization. That in the first time I was like, whatever, what a throwaway line, whatever.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Thank God somebody finally killed that goddamn fuse.
Bare feet.
Fucking hell.
Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints
Sorry,
lead.
this
Can you
fuse,
comb through the
straight
crime
up,
scene one more
fucking
time, Casey?
annoying
Just
bastard.
in case.
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
God, I love when games do that. Like when you walk too far away and instead of just having it like not play the audio or be super quiet, they do like a radio sound or something. It's so much better than just not playing the audio. The number of times I've walked away from a conversation because I was distracted by something and not caught in like the second half of a main quest in like Skyrim or something. God.
But you can always go back to them and they'll understand.
They'll have thought you were there the entire time, in fact. They didn't notice you disappear. And if you put a bucket on their head, you'll disappear from existence.
Where'd you go from here?
And then you can pickpocket back the golden claws, sell it for 500 gold.
A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Oh, also, Lexi, kill time. Kill time.
My alarm hasn't gone off yet, no.
You lied to me.
I know.
You have lied, Adela.
Well, my alarm goes off, and then I know that it's technically Lexi's alarm.
No, soon. I got 30 minutes.
I'm trying go.
Okay.
Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in
Doesn't
Cauldron
mean I
Lake
have
being
to
named after its
listen.
cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was now one. She was one now. She killed the sheriff,
was one.
drowned. Yeah. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart, locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Also, I have something to put on the board.
Witch's ladle.
Nah, I got this. These footprints weren't here before. Nightingale came this way. I'm on the right trail. Profiling. I got something more for Nightingale, too. The overlap.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway.
Ew.
Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree.
What?
Witch's ladle?
How many of these do I have? 7. And it's 12 minimum. Okay. Really quickly, I forget. Can I pet this deer? No. Okay.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is.
Happy birthday, Logan. Aw. Okay. Can I leave? There we go.
No, you're stuck
That took so long for that to show up.
I'll be home soon.
That's our maybe dead drowned daughter.
They're only mostly dead.
But whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Lexi.
Thank you.
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not
You can toggle flashlight boost to increase damage to darkness and burn through the dark substance. I hate I hate that is off center. It is not. It doesn't match up with your reticle. I hate that. It's so annoying.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped
Are you fucking kidding me?
Inside
Fuck.
a bright light. There were
I
objects
really
that
hope
stood
whoever
out to Saga,
fucking shot me
as
is
if the light
happy
had
about it.
manifested them.
The witch's hut.
Saga finds a safe haven.
Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
The fuse was in place. She had found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light, and objects that stood out to Saga. Stood out from the dusty animal skulls and cauldron, as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop, and a bucket. A poster on the wall.
Huh?
And in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Cheaters. It is 0.5 ranked. Stop being such a hard ass on point. Fucking hate this fucking game, I swear to God.
Yo, welcome to my experience, my love life with Valorant. Why do I play you? Because I have nothing else
Why
to play.
do I play you? No, it's not so much why do I play you. More so, why are you like this, you stupid fucking game?
Yeah, that too. At least now I can play a Spectre instead of Valorant for the time being.
For now.
For now.
We
Yeah.
always return.
Yeah. Well, also, Spectre's not out. It's a closed beta test right now, which I'm actually allowed to talk about now.
Oh, so you officially did the beta?
Yeah, I was in the, I did the closed beta / alpha test? I forget what it was called. Back when it was, like, I had to sign an NDA when I first signed up for it.
You're fucking shitting me.
Yeah. I've had to sign an NDA for that, and there's another game that's in beta that I still don't think I can talk about because of that.
People should really stop littering.
Will say, though, didn't enjoy that one. Spectre's good. other game was not great. Friday. Midge told me today that her family was moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. I snuck out last night again.
Thanks.
I mean, like, here's the thing. That is such a real response on both sides.
Yeah.
That is 100% the girl being like, I'm moving. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure I feel you this way. So thanks. And then his response of like, oh my god, why did I do this? That was so stupid. Like, that's so real. Oh, I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that! Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm gonna find out what. I'm gonna go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic! Ooh. I have a feeling that man, child, person... I'm gonna guess by the age, by the way that is written, that is some, like, middle schooler or high schooler. I'm guessing they're no longer alive, also. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you ever feel scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us.
Huh.
One manuscript fragment.
Savior Alan.
I got one manuscript fragment from that. Did I get any more meds? I did. Cool. I'm gonna quick slot these on the 4. And then pop some pills. Man, she chugs a bottle of those. What's over there?
I didn't think I was gonna get that easily.
Okay. The Witch's Hut. The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirits may still haunt this place.
Beware.
Beware, my pretties. Oh, by the way, here's your thermos. It's how you save in this game, Lexi.
God.
Alright.
Why does that look so like that looks so not real?
The thermos?
Like, yeah, it looks fake. Like,
so part of the
fake.
reason,
like,
part of the reason for that kind of might also be when you're standing in light. A lot of things go kind of fuzzy to show you're in like a safe place, kind of thing.
Progress.
Yeah,
so that could be part of
fair
it too.
enough. It just looks like very fake.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You telling me my video game looks not realistic, not photorealistic?
The image of the witch in the sign.
How
I'm not
dare
saying
you?
that. I'm just saying that the
No, I got you. Yeah.
your video game looks like they fake as fuck.
I'm just saying your video game looks like a video game. All right.
Your video game looks like a video game short, which is fine. A-okay with me.
Why did this get like Boston? The hell? Why did we both do that?
Because it's the Bostonian accent.
Why? Why is it like
Yous has a problem with that?
Nah, of course not.
Oh my god.
Alright. Witch's Ladle. Towering over Saga. Watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart. A cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read. The first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on that page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold. Okay. So what's my objective? Interpret the page's meaning. Okay.
Friend.
Alright. Well, luckily me, I have A, played this game, B, mostly remember what to do.
Mostly?
Now, where am I going?
Are you
sure
about that?
Okay, yes, this way. For the big puzzles like this, I think I remember... I'm pretty sure... Oh, that light's on. That means yeah. Okay, come on. Where you at, fuckers? That wasn't on before.
Love that for you, friend. Why did you do that?
Yeah. The big puzzles, I'm pretty sure I remember most of them. The smaller puzzles on how to get, like, more charms and stuff, I don't remember at all.
Fair.
Oh, I thought this... Not... Okay, so coming here is... Oh, do I have to go back to Casey, maybe? Is that the next step? I know what I'm supposed to do, I just don't remember the exact order. Right now I need to go find Nightingale's heart so I can put it through that sign.
And douchebags. I swear to fucking God. Does no one understand what it means when Custer tries to...
Okay, this way. I also love that we are about 2 hours in, and there has been one scripted fight scene so far. And that's it for the combat. I love a game that shows restraint like this. It's awesome, just building the tension. Oh, Casey's gone. Cool. Okay. Alright, so I know there is something in here. Okay. I can't interact with this stuff yet? Okay. Christ! Look, a deer! Look, not a deer! Man, look at that blood and gore. God damn, I love this game.
Why does he look like a really bad Red Skull?
Well, because I literally shot the skin off of his face.
Oh.
That is the meat under the skin, as that is the meat under the skin for his torso after I blew it up by shooting it.
You mean the muscle?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Alright. Check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. I'm not gonna guess that. This is what I mean by, like, I do not remember the combination of that. Off the top of my head, I do not remember that puzzle combination. Saga at the general store. Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They had been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played card games in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand. God damn.
You know, casually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oop. I have found more clues. Where did Nightingale go? Witch's hut. Yeah. Oh, this is why my goal never updated, because I didn't mess with the case board. Damn it! Nightingale's inside an overlap with his little tree's doorway. Ritual required. Witch's hut. Bright lights provide protection. Keep an eye out for more places like this. I think the page is trying to tell me where to find the fuse. It must be somewhere near the witch's hut. Is this implying light can affect reality? Nightingale was chased off by my flashlight. The page was covered in a substance that my flashlight burned away. It mentions a witch's hut. And then Cauldron Lake Witch's Hut.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
What is the ritual?
I love how me and Lexi both pseudo, like, just out of nowhere, we just went creeper style from Scooby-Doo, like, the paper, the paper!
No, listen. You started it up.
So
I had to.
Is that the entrance?
I had to speak along with you.
I know, we had to tism it.
Looks like those words tattooed on part of the ritual.
To get into the overlap,
it was just funny that we were just both like trance, like Scooby-Doo.
Dude, I'm drawing right now. That's where like half my focus is gone to. 30% of it is on the game, 20% is on the conversation. So the moment you said something that sounded repeatable, just brain immediately.
By the way, Lexi, talking about like knowing things that you could not possibly intuit, you'll love this.
To get to the overlap.
Oh god.
Where is it?
Cultist isn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots.
Dark spots.
That's not it.
The opposite of sunspots. Oh, you mean dark spots?
There must be more.
Oh yeah, so intuiting thing. Didn't figure out where the heart is.
Nightingale's heart.
Let's intuit some heart.
Where is
Let's
it?
intuit it again.
They played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Man,
okay, she's got magical powers.
We intuited so hard right there.
No, dude, she has to be psychic.
Nah. Women's intuition.
No. No fucking way.
Where is the heart? I think I walked by an abandoned general store near the murder site. There's the heart. That's where it is.
Jackan, you fucking
Not
bitch.
Golden Lake.
Kill yourselves.
No, I now had canon that she is psychic. It's the only way it makes sense.
Man, you're gonna have egg on your face at the end of this game.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's it.
Some kind of signature. Did
can't
they
just
intend
say
for this
that.
body to be discovered, or just an idle carving? Huh, I wonder if the heart's in there.
Moana asking if the heart of Tafini is in the fucking thing.
Aw, man. Look.
The text on the heart
A
is clearer
heart.
now.
A human heart. The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. Also, a clue for the case board.
God.
A human heart, as opposed from a lamb's heart, which actually does look very similar to a human heart.
Huh, good to know.
I love that you know
What does
that.
it mean?
I touched one once.
What?
Oh, not
Kid.
tab.
I need the context for that now.
Nah, I'm good.
No, I need the context. I don't care what you
What,
want.
you're touching
I don't
the
give a
heart?
shit about you. I need context.
For
Fuck
the
you.
lambs?
Chat, what about you?
You're
Chat, do you want
touching the
context?
I need to give the heart to the
I think we're the only ones here.
It says there's
We're
4
the
people
only ones here.
watching.
Oh, is there now?
Yeah.
There's 4 people now. Look at that.
It keeps jumping
I
between
think
4
one
and
of it's
3.
Fossilbot. I think one of it's Fossilbot because it's only showing me, Lexi,
7,
and
7,
you.
13, 7, 17, 723. Don't forget update
I don't know,
code.
but it also could be lying.
Lotto
It could be
Washington.
lying.
A5,
Okay,
13,
but again,
17,
I need the context.
23,
Okay,
39,
the
45,
context is
723.
growing up. I grew up in a
These
farm
numbers match the ones
community,
on the lotto ticket.
right? I grew up in a big farming community,
Right.
and so
Okay, 723.
when I was in middle school, because my parents both worked night or both worked like
Guys.
evenings, right?
The icebox is alive. It has a mind of its own.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate. Continue your lamb story.
Yes, continue.
I
Okay,
need to know.
so because I grew up in like rural farming community, we had like they would like give us science lessons, right? At this
Okay.
after school program because my parents worked until about 5 o'clock at night, and so that way my dad could just come pick me up and take me to whatever, like
Okay.
take me to youth group or whatever,
I
right?
don't think this is relevant.
Right.
No, it's not that. Okay.
And when I was a kid, there was a. So when I was there, we had like a science lesson where we just basically
705,
learned
717,
all about the heart and the lungs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that, it was, I think the class itself, because they were like different class names basically, and one of them was like science is fun or some bullshit like that, right?
And you will be
Or, like,
class
body
2.
science is fun, and you'll be class 2.
That's exactly
But,
what
like,
that name sounds like.
But like science is fun or whatever, or like body science is fun or whatever, and it was really interesting because it was like talking about lungs and talking about hearts. And one of the biology labs, for some reason, I don't remember why they had it, but basically one of the biology labs had a had a sheep's heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also had a pair of human lungs.
Huh.
Neat. 717.
I mean, this is...
Okay.
Here's the thing. This is no different than the,
Then what?
Then when I was in high school and my one...
Fuck.
No, what was the teacher? It was my forensics teacher. My forensics professor was like, oh yeah, by the way, the skeleton in here, like the skeleton that you see right here, it is a real human skeleton.
I think this is just the difference between, you know, where
we went to school. Yeah.
Yeah, and where we went to school and stuff. Because the worst I ever had was the one time that we did dissections, and that was frogs and pigs.
Yeah, we were allowed to. We dissected I dissected a frog, and I wasn't in zoology, so I didn't get to dissect it. But I know that everybody else did. Everybody else dissected a
13.
Fuck, what did they dissect? I'm trying to remember.
Pigs.
Baby
pig.
No,
we did.
No, there was sheep's eye. There was a sheep's eye, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was fish.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember what kind of fish.
Man,
but it was a fish. And then there was...
Counter, yeah, I get that. Fuck. I know that the code is something to do with these things up here, and it is pissing me off that I cannot remember what the code is.
But basically, fish... It was like a fish, and then there's fish eye, and then there was fish.
I heavily remember doing dissections, only because like I don't remember the full process. I just heavily remember the fact that because it was very close to our final, that kind of stuff ended up on our final, and the best like dissected pieces were like put out. You know, they were preserved and then placed out for our final, and one of them was mine.
Oh, nice.
I got out the pig's heart really well. I was proud of that one.
Okay.
Weird thing to be proud of, I know, but like for someone who didn't do well with heavy gore or like any kind of that kind of stuff at the time, it made me really squeamish. And also, I've always had very shaky hands. It just.
I just remember I was the only one who understand how to dissect frogs. I don't know why.
Okay. Oh my god, it's really pissing me off that this puzzle for a shotgun that I have solved in the past.
Fucking Miata memes.
Because
why is he like this?
Because he found a bunch of Miata memes. Oh, also, fun fact with the skeleton, right? That was the same teacher who had the hissing cockroaches.
I'm sorry, he had fucking what now?
Yeah, he had a like a 10-gallon tank of hissing cockroaches. You want to know more?
Okay.
You want to know more?
I don't know if I want to know more about that one.
723. Okay, so 739 or 745.
What was the purpose? But like.
Okay.
The hissing cockroaches? What was the purpose of the hissing cockroaches? He would give them to students who wanted them for like pets.
Huh?
So that way pets could eat the hissing cockroaches.
Oh, not as pets, as food. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could probably keep them as pets. I mean, he kept them as pets. I mean, am I wrong?
I mean, yeah. My mom raised a rat.
Dude, cockroaches. I don't like them.
There are cultists in the area.
Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self: train the fielder. Tuesday, 9/4. Nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday, 9/5. Hunters out after dark? Poachers? Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here.
A ritual to open the overlap.
Okay.
This case just keeps getting weirder.
But yeah,
it
no.
is exciting.
Yeah. His name was Mr. Rude. He was really nice.
Ironic name. Love it. Love it.
Ironic name. He was a really nice guy. He just kept cockroaches in his...
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hey, we always loved
my class had a pet snake when I was in elementary school, and we watched it kill and eat things.
Oh my god.
As when I was like legit, like when I was like 6 or 7 years old in like 1st grade.
I didn't have any class pet growing up.
Well, I also went to a private school.
I went to a school that, okay, I went to a ball charter school, which tries very, very hard to be a private school, but it's not a private school, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, like, it acted like, in some ways it acted a lot like a private school, and in other ways it wasn't. Very much so wasn't.
Fucking monsters.
Oh, I love this game. Combat in this game feels good. Guns feel good.
Honestly, the only reason I went there was because it was the only school that would take me early.
Oh.
I was too young. My birthday's in September.
Gotcha.
So, and my parents wanted me to start school when I start kindergarten when I was 4 instead of 5, like I was supposed to. And that school was the only one that was like, okay, yeah, just take a test.
All the way up here.
It's why I was the youngest person in my grade for so long.
It's funny, my elementary school, because I was homeschooled for the first couple of years, actually held me back a year. Which is part of the reason why I was simultaneously the oldest and smartest person in like my classes for several years. I should go fucking find more ammo. There's more places I can go, real. Like,
I was pretty consistently the youngest person. Except for, like, a couple years, because there was one person who had a December birthday. I was like, why are you... What? How?
I was always the
Probably
baby.
the same way I did, but, like...
I was always the baby.
You know what's really funny about that? I was simultaneously the youngest person in every fucking friend group I'd had, you know, grade school, high school, whatever. But I was always the mom friend. I was the one taking care of everyone.
Yeah, I was the therapist for my friend group too. I know that feeling. I remember getting dating advice before I ever had a girlfriend. That was weird. That was really weird. People would come to me. People I didn't know would come to me.
People assumed I knew what I was talking about because I'd had a few relationships, but
yeah,
all of my relationships sucked.
Yeah, apparently my advice was good because people kept coming to me for like throughout all of middle school.
I still give amazing advice. I just for some reason know what to say. I don't know how I do it. I don't feel like I give good advice, but it works.
Come on, I want to get an upgrade for my gun before I go fight Zombie Nightingale. Okay. God, this game is beautiful. Oh, there's something. I knew there was something over here.
Another one ask advice on random things.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. 2 manuscript pages. You know what would really inspire me? Enough manuscript pages to upgrade my goddamn gun!
Ooh, I shouldn't have done that.
What can I do for the shotgun? I forget what I can do. Increase reload speed, deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blinded, or not. Kill an enemy to restore health. The amount of restore health. Oh, that's right. That's really good. I forgot about that.
Because not only was I the youngest and the mom friend, I was also labeled the smart kid.
Oh my god. There was a girl I dated in my final year of middle school who I took math class not from. And it was really funny because
the teacher.
Yeah. I dated the teacher back in middle school. That'd be really bad.
So bad.
That'd be terrible.
Things that sound really bad out of context.
Yeah. In context, that's still pretty bad. I don't give a shit. Any teacher dating a middle school student is grounds for a lot of things. Mortar Falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of the Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. What a weird legend.
Yeah. Right, your story.
Yes. So we were in math together, and before I was in that math class, I took like all honors classes, but it was around the time I got really lazy and stopped doing my homework, so I basically willingly dropped out of like honors math. So I was the smartest person in that class by like a mile. It wasn't even close. I legitimately finished that year with 105 grade in math.
God.
Yeah, because I got 100 on everything and did all of the extra credit because I was bored. To the and I did so good and in that my teacher literally came to me because she was also the same teacher who did the honors math. And was like, I know you're smarter, you're smart enough to understand everything. If you want to do homework for other classes in here, that's fine with me. I was given permission to not pay attention by my teacher.
There's such a difference between honors classes and all-level classes.
Yeah, there really are. But anyways, so I started dating a girl who was in my math class, and it was really funny because like constantly she was always like down on herself because she didn't think she was that smart. She was fine. She was average. I'm not gonna say she was brilliant or stupid. She was average.
She was average.
She was average in all aspects except for her looks. God damn, she was the most beautiful person at that point that I had ever seen. But anyways, so like every time she'd be like, I don't get this, I feel stupid. Every time I'm like, you do realize you are dating the smartest person in this class, like, bar nothing, like, by a mile, right? You can ask for help. And every time she was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, I respect it, but at the same time, it's kind of stupid.
Low-key stupid, yeah. Me.
It's like, that's insane. It was really funny, because, like, one of the assignments that I got, like, 105, that I got 105 on, because I did the extra credit on it again, she came to me, she was like smiling and smirking, and was like, I did really good. I'm like, oh, what did you get? She's like, I got a 95. What about you? Thinking like maybe she finally did as good as me. I'm like, I got 105.
God, you're so mean, Frank.
Yeah, we broke up not too long after that. I wonder what the cause was. I'm joking. I'm joking.
God.
Now I know what the cause was, and it wasn't actually like. It was pretty long after that. That happened within the first couple of weeks of dating.
Okay.
Nah. Cause was, it was the end of the school year, and she was moving to another state, and it was still middle school. So we were like, there is no chance of this working out.
How do you know, though?
Also, she was way rednecky. She was the type of person she was the type of person who was like, my ideal weekend is going hunting with my dad, and I'm like, okay, cool. You want to watch anime together?
You want to watch things with tits?
No, I wasn't. No, God, no, I wouldn't do that. At that point, I was like watching SAO, and I was trying to get her into that. She had watched anime in the past and enjoyed it. First date with her, I took her to see, if you've ever seen, do you know the movie Transcendence by any chance? Either of you?
No.
It is.
Say that I do.
It is a.
I know movies.
Fair enough. It is a terrible movie about Johnny Depp uploading his consciousness to the internet and becoming like omnipotent that way. And so, as a first date with somebody who doesn't understand technology.
Casey.
I walked out of that theater and legit turned to look at her and went, I am sorry about that.
Casey, do you need me?
Also, it was just a bad movie in general.
Okay, Saga. Going in solo.
Like, he literally, like, Johnny Depp literally turns into a hive mind and infects people, and they defeat him by uploading a computer virus to him by injecting it into someone's bloodstream.
Oh my god.
Who he then infects. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Surrender? Never.
Why would you ever surrender?
Never surrender.
We're literally
never give up.
We're
Never
2
take
and 2 right
prisoners.
now. That's the crazy thing. We're
Oh, yeah,
2
that's
and 2 with 29 seconds. Somebody wants to get out of here.
That's not the weirdest I've seen. I've seen when I got back into League of Legends for a little bit. I've stopped playing it again, although I kind of want to play it again. It's bad. It's one of those games that, like Valorant, I have that kind of relationship of like, man, I don't want to play this game because I know I know this game. But damn, there's nothing else
Portal.
like it that I can replace it with.
Hey, Portal.
Hey, Portal.
Hi.
Wait.
Frank is streaming, by the way.
Did I get
Alan Wake 2.
Oh!
Yes, I am streaming though, so keep that in mind. If you want to say something
One sec.
stupid or not okay.
How are you guys?
Doing okay.
Wait, I can't watch this because spoilers.
We're in chapter 2.
Oh.
We're like at the end of chapter 2 almost.
The writer went into the lake.
I want to
banish the dark
We are
presence.
actually like
Still lurked
yeah,
in
like
the
we
woods.
have not started really. Okay. Nightingale enters the lake. The writer went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jaeger, had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves, the dark place, wandering in the shadows,
How you spell
muttering
Jaeger?
to themselves. No, that's actually how it's pronounced. They've said the name before. That is actually how they pronounce that one.
It looks like it's pronounced Jagger.
It does,
like
but
Mitt.
it is Jaeger. It's weird, I know. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please, stop this. What did I do? You must stick it out. Their shapes shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story, and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
The writer is always writing.
God, I love this
Writer.
game!
Casey.
Yeah. You missed it.
Prank on Casey.
Lexi made the joke about Alex Casey being like knowing he was a video game character as they were talking about Alex Casey having the same name as Alex Casey from Alan Wake's books. So funny. That's the only thing here. That's right. And you're not crazy. The game is looping. It is no longer looping.
Ah, yes. Tasteful jump scare.
Yeah.
The most tasteful of jump scares.
God, I was reading a negative review on this game because I like reading negative reviews to see like how many people are like, I hate this game for stupid reasons.
He's here.
And one
Yeah.
was like, this game's not scary, it's just jump scares. And I'm like, you are
It's a
an idiot,
psychological
sir.
horror game.
What did you expect going in? Nothing but. Like,
And also, it is
constant
not
horror?
nothing.
Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also, it is not nothing but jump scares. My God, this atmosphere is so good.
It is.
I remember when I first played through this. Fuck me, my heart was beating so hard. This game is like legitimately creepy and gets even creepier.
So it's a good thing you're playing it for me.
Yeah.
Who is that?
What? You need to play it for yourself.
Well, the problem
What
is,
if I
yeah,
could?
that's the issue. Is Lexi doesn't have a copy
Have you
of it.
played
I
Control?
played the first.
I
don't
have.
have that one
God,
either.
that game
I'd
is
like
so
to.
good.
Control's really good too.
I
That
want to
was
play
that
it.
was legitimately
The
my game of the year
only-
when it came out.
The only game from Remedy that we own is Alan Wake, and I have played that one.
Gonna be honest,
Like
it's
the
a good one
original
down.
Alan Wake?
Yes.
It's a good one
Ah,
down.
yes.
If you're limited to like one game, Alan Wake is not a bad game. I prefer Control, but that's. I'll say this: if without so as to not do any spoilers, Control.
I know a little bit about Control.
Okay,
I will
Control
say.
is if you're into like SCP stories, you will love Control.
Yeah, Control's basically.
No, genuinely, I want to play it so bad because I first learned of it in a video about that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
like the liminal quality of it, and it's like, ugh, I want to play it.
Actually, it doesn't have much
Control.
liminal quality to it, except in like the DLC for the most part.
The premise of Control is basically like this corporation that's in.
It's government funded. It's the Federal Bureau of Control.
Yeah, it's the Federal Bureau of Control, and they are basically like what handle like the they're like the guys that do the deep dive and research on like the dark side and all that
they're
stuff.
legitimately like the SCP Foundation. If the SCP Foundation was an American government thing.
Yeah, in the Wake universe.
Yeah. Oh,
it's really cool.
Man, that was a game I heard
like
about
kind of
once and was so excited.
It's kind of like a side-off story, but also not a side-off story because it's still part of the main like story, like of the Wake universe.
Yeah, especially with the DLC.
Yeah.
I also love that. Like, I keep on thinking for some reason, like when they say Nightingale, I'm thinking of fucking Skyrim. Skyrim peoples. Like, yes.
I thought you were going to say the author,
about.
and which I was going to respond with, he probably is named after the author, actually, yeah.
I don't think Florence Nightingale was an author.
No, he was a poet, you're right.
I think she was a nurse.
I'm an idiot, yeah. You're right.
I wasn't gonna correct you, but...
Like, I'm pretty sure she's a nurse. Unless I, like, didn't pay attention.
I might also be thinking of a different Nightingale, to be fair.
Well, let's find out.
I'm gonna clip that. That was fun. I think she was a nerd.
Listen, I'm fighting a zombie guy with no heart who's wielding a tree branch and bearing his dick at me, alright? Like, I'm preoccupied, alright?
You're preoccupied with this man's dick in my face.
Yeah, I need to shoot him. No, I should shoot him in the dick. I wonder if there's an achievement. That'd be really funny if I got an achievement for that. Oh no, he's guarding it! He's using the tree branch to protect it. I am running low on ammo.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything about him being named after anyone.
Okay.
But a double check on the Florence Nightingale thing. She's actually labeled as an English statistician.
Huh.
Statistician?
Innovator in statistics.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
Interesting. I thought.
Haha, I climbed a tree.
Was a nurse.
What is she best known for? But she is best known for best known as the founder of modern nursing.
Yes, because that's where the term Nightingale nurse comes from.
Huh.
Well, I should say, the term that I know is Nightingale nurse, which is like.
Get out of the bush so I can see your head, damn it.
Not to say old,
there we go.
But it's kind of like a. It's not to say outdated term, it's just one of those terms.
It's just one of those things.
Just a term I know.
Yo, who could that be?
Is that Alan Wake too?
Alex Casey, is that you?
Is that Alan Wake Casey?
Oh my god.
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
No shit! Somebody's on the beach.
Hey!
It's gonna come and clip the fucking clip I had, but I just like spaced the brain cells apparently.
No! It's my fault!
My god, it's Alan Wake.
With my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
It's changed the story. The Dark Presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now.
Oh, I have to wait until...
First things first.
I have to do it after you do the stream because I waited too long.
Fuck. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake?
Man.
Where did you
when
come
this happened, when I first played this,
You've
and
been
Alan
missing for
Wake
13
escaped
years.
the dark place in the very beginning of the game, it blew my mind.
13.
I just kept going,
Absolutely.
what the hell is the plot gonna be now? What's next?
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely
duality of man.
gobsmacked.
You don't understand. This was a game I'd been literally waiting for years.
I think a lot of people have been waiting for it.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, we haven't had an Alan Wake game in
I know.
forever.
I cannot wait for Control 2. Oh my god.
Disappeared.
Yeah,
I'm
it'd
so
be
excited.
Crazy forest.
Who's this?
Is this who I think it
John
is?
Alex Casey.
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special
Oh my
Agent
god, they
Alex
said the
Casey.
name.
He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around.
Anderson, where did you
If
find
the
that
letters are sealed, there
shotgun?
might be evidence
I don't
we
want to
missed
talk about it.
earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Where did you find that shotgun? It's a sensitive topic.
It's mine now. That's all that matters. Even Al, and now even Alan being like, wait, Alex Casey, that's my character, what?
Why is he a
Alex
thing?
Casey.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on.
Casey is so done with it.
Casey absolutely fucking done with life.
No, he
Fuck, man.
really, it gets annoyed when people are like, make that joke. Like, it's an actual, like, voice line he says. It's just like, I'm sick and tired of people like, making that joke.
Take your time. But you should know these woods aren't the same.
Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there.
Oh, the flooding is fully gone.
The flooding
Okay.
disappeared very suddenly.
Okay.
I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
Yo, I got
forget,
a
did we find any-
thermite chibi.
Did we get more pages from that? No. Okay. Anything on the case board to add? Yes! I can add things to my case board. Case closed.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
That's pretty. I like that.
I killed Nightingale. I had to. He was a monster. The flooding around Cauldron Lake receded afterwards. Nothing about this makes rational sense. We found Alan Wake, a writer missing for 13 years, at the shore of the lake. Hopefully he can shed some light on this.
It doesn't make sense.
Man, what gets even more meta if you've played Alan Wake 1, in parts of Alan Wake 1, he literally writes himself into the story. Like, it gets so meta, it's crazy. The writer of the note is leaving these to inspire someone. Are they really for me? Nightingale spoke in excerpts from the pages. Writing part of the ritual? Yeah, okay. The other taken were speaking strangely too. The pages are clearly connected, but how? Wide awake. Okay.
God damn, it's Jason Bourne.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
Holy shit, it's Alan Wake.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Can't believe it.
Jason Bourne, it's Alan Wake. I love that
Oh my
format.
God,
Jason
you're
Bourne, it's
so
Jesus Christ. That's a really good one. I love that one.
Because it reads all the James name, James the name, James name.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. I've got that meme on my phone. Give me a second.
It's so good. It's one of the few memes where I'm like, I love this meme.
Is that the
It's
cult
great.
of the tree?
I'll find it in a second. It's probably like way further in my gallery than I.
All I
But
know
it's
is
in
that
here.
it's Bon's
I know
Nons
it's in
having a
here.
stroke.
Notes and ammo.
Collect. Remember, they look like us, but they
trade.
aren't. They're like animals,
doesn't
and it's
see
our
their
job to
victims
hunt
as
them and gut
people.
them.
It might just be easier to look it up.
I have found a bomb.
There it is. I knew I had it.
Where's my bomb?
The
Propane
Bond's
tank.
name. James' name.
James' name.
He's the what? Bond's name's the James. You alright?
What is that
James
from?
Bond's having a strong
What is that?
conduit.
What is that from?
So much.
Who was
It's a Tumblr post.
Oh, it's a
or Twitter
Tumblr post? I swear to God, I remember that from some YouTuber
No, it's Twitter.
first.
It's Twitter.
It is Twitter originally.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
The one that I have it from is Twitter.
Okay. Okay. I swear to God, somebody did like a voiceover of that post, and it's one of the funniest things.
I heard the voiceover.
Bonds nons having a strong.
Called a bondulance.
I'll send it in news.
Bondulance.
That way you all can have it.
It's so good.
Bonds nons having a
Is
strong.
that another manuscript page? Nice. Nightingale in the Dark Place. He'd been on the trail of the writer forever. The writer he despised. Hemingway. Bukowski. Wait.
There you go.
I was getting
I
Nightingale
also
mixed up
hated-
with Hemingway. That's what it was. I was thinking of Hemingway. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Okay.
I'll get you. I'll find you. I'll make you pay. You're in over your head. He descended into the tunnels. From the dark city into the ocean of darkness. Next stop, Caldera Street Station. Something. A presence rumbled. Not a train. Shadows shifted on the platform. The writer's cult waited for him there. The cult of the word. The cultist leaned close. I carry his words close to my chest now. You're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. He'd been caught. Murdered. They got him. They didn't get him. He was reborn out of hate. He was there, but he was risen. Sent to find the light switch. Up from the lake that was not the lake.
All the Bondulance names having a strong.
Are you talking about poetic for the page or for the Bondulance?
No, not the Bondulance.
I can quick turn
Not
my
the Bondulance.
Bondulance. Call them.
Oh, look, a
I
doggy!
hate how close. I hate how close that sounded to saying bond, like bondulance, like it's a bondage ambulance.
Oh my God, that dog jumped through the light. That surprised me, actually.
Stop.
Time to
It's
put
okay,
this
I'm
puppy
just going to
down.
hell.
Get a little bit closer, you fucking...
Get a little bit closer, you
Where'd you
slut.
go? There you are. Come on.
Oh.
I can't believe I hit that. There we go.
The animals are turning into monsters.
Bad dog. Chug some more pills. Okay. Oh wait, I can
Imagine if
follow
it was
this
that
path
easy
now.
to heal from wounds.
Just chug pills? I mean,
Yeah.
ask a junkie, it probably is.
I mean-
That sounds bad.
No. I mean, like, okay. Just in the perspective of games in
Oh.
general, it's like,
Man, this is empty. The game lied to me, damn it! How dare you let me open something that's empty?
I'm also thinking towards like Resident Evil stuff where it's like, oh god, Leon gets like hit in the net with a fucking hatchet. Just gotta take some herbs.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
Back at Witch's Ladle, Saga pointed the flashlight at the strange, dark substance. The same substance Nightingale had left at the morgue. There was something hidden under it. She strained to see. The opposite of sunspots in her eyes. Blacker than black. Suddenly a change. The light reacted to the substance. A feedback loop, surging up her arm. Saga squeezed the flashlight, willing it to penetrate the dark matter, burn it away. Lexi, you think that's bad for, like, healing in video games? You should you should see, Far Cry healing. You literally...
I have seen those. I have seen
their
those,
healing is digging a bullet out of the wound, but leaving the wound.
Or unbreaking your arm.
Yeah.
That's not gonna function again that quick.
Let me just
insane.
Yoink you back.
Streamside stash
God.
key. Okay. I found the key before I found the thing. Where am I going now? There it is. That's the stash.
That way, apparently.
I just follow the arrows backwards.
Wonder what's
The cult is leaving suspicious things around.
to open this thing.
I already found the key.
Suspicioso.
The cult is watching right
Suspicioso.
now.
The cult.
Welcome to the stream, Colt.
Ooh.
Welcome to the stream, Colt.
The cult. Thank you for your 10-month subscribe.
Thanks for the Patreon.
God, what is... There's a webcomic, I can't remember, but that has the same energy of it. And it's a guy, like, standing at a cliff over, like, the ocean, and Cthulhu is standing in front of him. And Cthulhu is like, join my cult, mortal, and I shall give you everything you could ever want. And he goes, I don't know. That sounds like a lot. And Cthulhu's like, we have coffee and, like, and stuff. And the next thing is, like, him in a dark robe with a fucking, like, one of those, like, handheld flags that says, Go Cthulhu. And that's it. It's like, I don't know. You want to destroy the world, Cthulhu. We have free coffee. Go Cthulhu.
Damn it.
It's like one of my favorite webcomics because it's just so stupid and funny.
Weakness.
Free coffee.
Yeah. I don't think it's just that. I don't even think it's free coffee. I think it's like something like stupider. It might be like we have kittens.
Free coffee and amenities.
I almost wonder if it's like we have healthcare or something too.
Oh, that could be. Today's
because that seems very
a yellow perch, and that would be really funny. I don't know, Cthulhu. You're out to destroy the world. We have free healthcare. A yellow perch and a mid-sized pipe. Almost got a large drop, but it gave me the slip. Saw an out-of-towner walking around in the woods just before sunrise. Had binoculars or a telescope or something. Taking notes. Didn't notice me. Good, don't need the attention. Today's catch. Just an old rubber boot. Some of the regular creepies roaming around again. Avoided them as usual. No one notices a quiet old fisherman. Not even the fish.
The fish. The fish.
The fish.
The fish. I have...
Game purdy.
I have dry elbows. What the hell? My elbows be dry.
Witchfinder Station, Witcher's Ladle. More FBC
Witchfinder
stuff.
Station.
A poem?
Witchfinder Station.
Or a riddle?
1 bird for light, 2 for darkness, 3 birds for a fight, 4 for a struggle, 5 birds for injury, 6 for misery, 7 for the ending, whatever it may be. These are the puzzles that I do not remember jack shit about.
Those are birds.
A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan.
We just found this out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by government equipment. I'm taking it. It's mine.
It's mine.
The FBI can do what they want.
Damn straight. Okay. 1 bird for light. Okay. I have solved this puzzle.
Something feels different. I should look around.
And what did I get as a reward? A new charm. What? Wait.
Logan made for me.
I hear you.
Huh. That was strange. Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes.
Ooh, there's 2 of them. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there. Come on. Really? What the fuck, game?
Damn.
I like how in...
Oh my god, I hate this flashlight boost. There we go.
That man had a whole ass hatchet.
Okay, now what does my magical charm do?
Ass.
Hammer charm. Attacks stagger enemies more often. Yeah, I'll take it. Got nothing better to use. Where am I now? Okay, then yeah, I've got everything.
The woods.
No shit. I couldn't tell. Too much sky to know.
Damn, can't believe you can't tell the difference between day and night. Maybe it's a sickness.
Man, you think, man, later on in this game, you walking 10 feet changes the time of day. Legit.
God.
You walk back 10 feet, same, it changes time of day again. Like, Just walking from area to area changes the time of day, pretty much. It
sounds awful.
It's crazy. From Alaska to British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, and all the way down to California, the Pacific Northwest area spans over a diverse range. Here you will find 59 threatened or endangered species of plants and animals, including the mighty orca and wild gray wolves. The Pacific Northwest region's ecosystems are wonderfully diverse. They include mountain areas like the Cascades and Olympic Ranges, as well as the dense forests around them. In the west, there are several islands and dry desert plateaus cover the east. Some of the common wildlife calling the Pacific Northwest their home are robins and seagulls, squirrels and otters, cougars and deer, coyotes and raccoons, salmon and blue herons. The marshes and ponds of this area host an impressive variety of fauna, but majestic trees like the black cottonwood, big leaf maple, and Oregon ash thrive in the wetlands too. It is truly the nature lover's paradise. Yes, orcas in Cauldron Lake.
As a member, I would also like to point out, as a member of the PNW, California is not included in the PNW. California is its own fucking thing.
Yeah, fuck California.
It's not even so much fuck California, it's California gets every fucking thing else.
Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Yeah. California, to be fair, California spans, like, the entire West Coast.
Yeah, and so it doesn't belong in the PNW category.
Meh. Alright.
This is my stake in this is my stake in the ground.
This is the hill I choose to die on. California is no longer a part of the Pacific Northwest. Fuck you guys.
It's not the same temperature. If Idaho is not included in the PNW, then neither is California.
I want nothing more to, like, look over to chat one of these days when you say something like that and just see in all caps, wrong!
Wrong.
Just some random chatter would be like, this is the hill I die on too. You're wrong.
No, the hill I die on is like, everyone's like, oh yeah, PNW includes this range set, but it doesn't. It does not include, it includes like maybe a wee bit of California. Not enough for it to actually be California.
No entry. This
like
location is
the redwoods, and that's it.
Right.
The redwoods are pretty, though, I will say.
Okay. The hero brave and strong left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved most. Alright. I don't know which one it is. I know that there is one of these riddle puzzles that I cannot solve until I, like, solve the rest of them. I don't remember which one it is. But I am pretty sure it's in this area. So I don't know if it's that one or if it's a different one.
Bullets.
Yeah. Oh, this is also the location of one of the most infuriating puzzles in this game to me. That I have the answer memorized because of. Alright. Also, I'm blind. You want to know how you solve the puzzle?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. You want to know how you solve the puzzle to this? Looking up the code?
No.
It's a post-it note in the bottom left corner.
Okay, so 257.
47.
No.
That's it.
47.
That's literally it. It has a it has a spot for
Sorry,
6 digits.
I was saying no to what Dayla is going.
Yeah. It has a spot for 6
7
digits,
digit.
has a 4-digit code, and I was so blind that I just didn't see the post-it note, so I'm running around this place the first time I played this, going, where the hell is the fucking code to this place?
God.
Yeah, it pissed me off so much.
No.
Project Nursery Rhymes, working title. From Dr. Eugene Campbell to Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. 12/12/2022, 8 a.m. I have received your favorable review of my project proposal. Thank you. I need not remind you that my academic as well as recreational expertise in mythology, folklore, and writing will indeed lend the needed credibility to the project, in both leading and creating and the testing material. Dr. Eugene Campbell, PhD, lead researcher, Department of Parafictional Research. Because you weren't here in the beginning of Dayla, and I doubt you would know this anyways. So the thing about Cauldron Lake, is it makes fiction come true. Things written in the area around Cauldron Lake come to life, become real.
Interesting.
Yeah. Experimentation
is that
update.
why the writer is here? Or whatever?
So originally what happened in Alan Wake 1 was Alan Wake has been suffering from writer's block for about half a year, I think it said. Might have been longer, I don't remember exactly. It's been forever since I played that game.
Right.
But he goes on vacation here with his wife, Alice. And it is revealed from her, by her, like, in the first, 20 minutes or so, that she actually brought him here to try and cure his writer's block via, there's a psychiatrist here who specializes in, ailments like that are, mental blocks like that, that and how sports athletes have, can't throw suddenly and stuff like that. So she brought him here to try and fix that. And then the events of Alan Wake 1 happen.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. From Dr. Campbell to Dr. Marmont, 3/21/2023, 10:10 p.m. Here is the promised update on the project's first experimentations. The test items used
Why
were...
would you not call them Dr. Marmonts?
I don't know.
Plural.
Hey, they have a PhD, clearly. You respect the name.
Just because they're a doctor doesn't mean they have a PhD. I was about to say, and then I remembered.
Yeah, it kind of does.
PhD.
Well, no, they could have an MD. That's true. Given the Federal Bureau of Control, it's a PhD. It definitely is a PhD. Every doctor here is a PhD. They're all doctors with PhDs in theoretical appliances. None of it is real stuff that could be studied.
What is the fucking one thing from the Amazing World of Gumball where it's God. You called me doctor.
The test items used were plastic animal figurines, teddy bears, toy cars, baby dolls. The iconographic nature of the test items was hypothesized to be beneficial for those research purposes. Test results, negative. I will continue testing with more advanced items and scenarios.
Thanks,
no response from you is necessary. Dr. Eugene Campbell, PhD, lead researcher, Department of Parafictional Research. Eugene Campbell has a PhD in parafictional research. Something that makes no sense. Oh, yo, it's a deer. What a good deer.
I feel bad for these guys.
Oh, soft deer. Oh. I will get that achievement a second time. I will pet all of the deer.
I must pet the deer. It's very dear to me that I do it.
It is weird that is a collectible. I'm gonna be honest. It is weird. Alright.
Nobody groaned at my shitty pun, damn it.
Objective. Research into the reality-altering effects discovered in the Cauldron Lake area, utilizing fiction and art as a source, and then manifesting the results into existence. Methodology. The FBC's intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes, hereinafter referred to as fiction, in an attempt to recreate the conditions under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways in which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass, but that are not, I've lost my spot, shit, but that are not, there it is, known to their later creator, whose active creation therefore becomes the catalyst for these past events, after which they serve as the source of their own inspiration, or by the fiction itself being the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme, text with specific function, and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed via a careful testing process with the purpose of the story told in the fiction manifesting itself in real life. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect large amounts of data, with the hope that a pattern will appear. Methods will be adjusted in the testing based on our results. Man, imagine this being the kind of thing you study. We study parafiction, para research, things that don't actually exist. How do we study? We do random shit and hope it works.
I mean, could you not say the same thing of, just straight normal research?
Oh yeah, definitely in the beginning. 100%.
Because, I think that this, the thing is, research itself is fucking wild.
Right. Yeah,
and
okay. So there are 4 test sites
totally
in Cauldron Lake. There's 2 here at the Witchfinder Station, 1 at the stream side, and 1 at the Cauldron Lake rental cabins. Okay, so there's 2 here. One of them is the one I cannot solve yet, I bet. I think. All right.
So here's the thing about like this field of research. $20, they're all like philosophy majors.
Oh no! You meet these people in Control. In Control, the entirety of Control takes place in the oldest house, which is the building that the Federal Bureau of Control like resides in, where their government offices are. And these people are geniuses. They legitimately are. But it's just that the field of research is literally studying magic, basically. Magic and defining it with science. That's what they research.
To be fair, that's one of my professors is that's kind of like what one of her classes talks about. She has this class, it's called Witchcraft and Magic.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And trying to like figure out the science behind it. That's cool. That is cool.
It's not so much the science behind it, but it's like the historical documentation that you see using either science or cultural
because
belief,
what is the quote? Magic in the old days was just science we didn't understand, and that's like going forward the same thing. We call things magic because we just don't understand how it works. There's a really scientific definition behind it.
It's really interesting because it's also like later you look into it, a lot of midwives were accused of witchcraft because midwifery was very witchy in a way because it was women's work. It was a work and field that was mostly women who all wrote down like medicines and all these things that were supposed to be able to help.
Right. God, I'm gonna rewatch Castlevania now. Just that anime is so good.
We need to rewatch Lisa Tepesh fucking getting murdered by the church.
Tip of the day. When nature calls on a hike, check the direction of the wind before answering. Observations. Hikers have broken off branches of some of the trees down by the lake to make an illegal fire. Tried to fix some of the damage, doused the area. Maybe put up more instructional signs? I also found some tracks I couldn't recognize. Pretty big. A wolverine? Or footprints that were smeared? Either way, they were wandering around in strange patterns. Might be a sick animal, we'll need to keep an eye out. 724. Poem of the day. The sun as she sleeps knows not the woes of man, who toss and turn and worry and fret, and wish they had her blissful slumber. Observations. Picked up a bunch of trash left by tourists, despite posted guidance. Humans are the worst. 725. Thoughts of the day. Every majestic pine was once just a wee acorn. Observations. A lot of new growth in the area. Some of the saplings I planted earlier are really thriving. Must be all this rain. I don't mind it either. Great sounds to sleep to. It's amazing what a good night's rest and a warm cup of tea can do. I agree. Okay, what else is back here?
But yeah, it was really interesting because the course itself was just really interesting, and I have like her books that she used for it.
Oh, nice.
It's like
nice. Yeah, I always like taking courses like that where they actually do study something interesting. Like I took history of animation over the summer once. One of my favorite classes I've taken. It was self-study, unfortunately, so like I didn't have any interaction with the professor other than like handing in assignments. But what's really funny is the textbook I got. There's an entire section on Rooster Teeth.
Interesting.
And specific Red versus Blue because they pioneered machinima.
They did.
That's true.
They were the pioneers of machinima.
Yeah.
That's what put them on the map.
The book that I'm thinking of that was like one of her like course Bibles is what she called it.
Right.
Is The Devil in the Shape of a Woman, which is basically all of New England's witchcraft hunts, right?
Right.
And then she substituted it with Witches of the
Okay,
the Atlantic World, which is also really fun.
Oh, tell me right or wrong. From the woods. Okay. Right.
Witches of the Atlantic World is like mostly about how do I explain like the thought process.
Oh, I didn't actually think that was the answer.
I have a weird feeling something's changed.
The way that witch hunts worked in the mid 1800s wasn't so much like burning at the stake and hunting people down, right? There were systematic witch hunts that would happen every year, basically.
Before I forget again, and before I keep going on, I'm gonna say trigger warnings for some graphic suggestions that happen in this game, and at one point much later in the game, there is a depiction of suicide.
Oh,
and
fun.
Yes, and when that happens, I will give a warning beforehand, but it will. I don't know if I want to because it's also kind of spoilery if I say it. Oh, that's a tough decision. will think
just
about
say
it.
it because it's a lot easier to just say it.
Man,
But-
look at this
yeah.
baby's playpen.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the charm
Yeah.
I got?
Yeah.
Coffee mug saves you from death, but shatters in the process. My first playthrough, I still have like 10 of these in my locker. Never used a single one of them.
But yeah.
Just that good.
But kind of like a thought process of witch trials is just like... Of like, every single witch trial is like a calculated effort from like one set to go after another.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
And that's like what Witches of the Atlantic World talks about, because it also talks about
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot.
We're not done. We still have to explore that. And this. You lie, game. You lie.
you lie like a rug.
Now, okay, it's over here, I guess?
Like specifically, like it's really interesting because German witchcraft or witch hunt trials are just like really interesting because they're not so much witch trials as much as if you look at like the history of it, it's not so much a witch trials, it's early European like cultures really did not like Jewish people.
Oh, yeah. Easier to blame it on witches and then kill them off. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, it's not like a myth or anything, but it is true that a lot
Where's the case? Where's the lunchbox? I've been looking for it. Where the hell is it? You don't get to just say that. Where?
Wermst.
Yes, Wermst. Wermst indeed, damn it. Oh, it's pissing me off that she said that. Where the fuck is it? I knew it was there because they've got, like, markers and stuff to, like, help, like, hints, like, it's over here. Where the hell? Okay, is it on my map? It better be on my... It's not on my map! Oh, you bastards. You bastards. Oh, I'm gonna waste so much time looking for this one, too. Where are you?
But yeah, no, like it's a fairly well-known kind of story that, like, in the olden days, that since Judaism does tend to require cleanliness, that's like a tenet of Judaism. Jews often, more often than not, like wash their hands before and after praying, and like making food and slaughtering animals, etc. Right?
Right.
So they're doing it more often than the more average Catholic European,
Damn.
right?
Oh, finally. God.
We found it!
Obviously you're going to succeed, or else you wouldn't be the hero. Duh, I hate you. Ooh, 9 manuscript fragments! Yes! Time to upgrade my gun using the power of knowledge! Full auto, increase mag size, land 2 headshots to stun. Man, I forget which one I want most right now. What's the shotgun give me again? Reload speed. Oh, that's really good too. Deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blinded, or knocked down. Kills an enemy to restore health. I gotta upgrade the pistol because it's the handgun. Always max out handgun. Let's go for the stun. Stun is useful.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the
Oh yeah,
monster down.
my gun being better
She
is
took aim
supernatural
and
as
fired
well.
Again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Yeah. You get one for the gun about it being like, the gun shouldn't fire this fast. What was going on?
Fucking love the owl.
Yeah. An overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by a repeated dark lore tied to a location. And a counterpoint, a work of art, a horror narrative, crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting to the story on the other side. To reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lawman whose heart was cut out of his chest, 2 corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition, a haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub, twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror, arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent, a wormhole, a vortex. And the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality. A blanket over it, where they overlapped, causing a reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror design. All right. Okay, how many points do I need? I need 12 for that. How many do I need here? 14 at minimum. Okay. Okay, I'm so happy I found that. Jesus Christ, it was pissing me off.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Okay, so
Jason Bourne, it's Jesus Christ.
Okay, so there's another puzzle around here somewhere. Or is it in the stream side? I think it might be the stream or the private. It's gonna be it's in the private cabin that I'm thinking of.
So anyway, going back to witches, it's also the same thing with, like, Arabic people, where, like, in order to pray, you need to complete hand-washing rituals.
That's not what I wanted. Okay.
So, like, when Christians came to conquer the Holy Land, right? A lot of Muslims were really surprised by how, like, disgusting the Christian crusaders were. Because they probably reeked.
Right.
They probably still smelled like England.
Oh, like the Thames.
Yes, the Thames.
That river.
A wonderful smelling river.
Not that river at a point in history, I forget when it was exactly, was so filthy that just by walking past it, you could get sick.
It was during the Victorian era.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I just don't remember, like, the exact date that's, like, specified for, like, it. But yeah, it's definitely the Victorian era. But I remember, like, when I was reading that, they gave, like, a specific, like, set of dates, like a timeline.
In the 1850s, I think.
I don't know. A mother crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. Guarding her babies, doing her best. Beast protects her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero of heart. Okay. Crow, hero, wolf.
That's it.
Yep. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to follow. Oh, right. Okay, I know where it's supposed to go, but I'm annoyed there's no, like... There's an audio cue that you follow, but, like, that's it. I wish there was a bit more to go off of for where you're supposed to go. Come on, fucking wolf. You're going around the tree? Where are you? Is this just audio? It might just be audio. Okay.
Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Oh, there it is. Bad dog.
Fun fact, if you're in anywhere that's like in the PNW, that's technically illegal.
Shooting a dog in the face?
No, shooting wolves.
Oh. Okay. Increases hand flare's duration area of effect. That's useful. Get rid of the coffee mug. Oh my god. I hate how sensitive and unsensitive that is at times. There are times where I click it to, like, interact with it, and it starts dragging it instead of, like, getting the drop-down menu. And then there are times where I'm dragging it and it does nothing. Manual save.
I don't like that there's a quick save there.
They all have that. I don't actually know where it saves either. If it's like an actual like quick save slot or an autosave slot or something like that.
Quick slave.
Is that what I said?
Whoops. Slave slot.
It's my slave slot. Children in Bright Falls all grew up hearing stories about the cult of the tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods. Satanists chanting "We watch in the night" as they performed blood sacrifices in the forest. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There weren't many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element: danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling the woods. Real faces hidden behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees. Yes, Miriam and Matt, thanks for the lovely hike. Patty came down from New York City and loved every minute of the trip. Lori and Bob, these paths have been has seen better days. Nice Kev, nice views you got here. Mr. Lockhart, may I suggest adding some nice rest stops along the way? Camping do's and don'ts from your friendly park ranger. Do hike and enjoy the scenery. Set up your tent, enjoy a nice meal, and relax. Don't chop down trees, leave your trash behind, be loud and obnoxious, or start a forest fire. And remember, always have fun.
Random thing.
No.
Have you guys been did you guys see the new Minecraft update where you're allowed to spin people pretty fast in minecarts?
No.
Huh?
I don't pay attention to Minecraft
What?
stuff though is the thing, so.
I'll send it in the like. But it's been really
awful.
funny to watch. But basically, if
Yeah,
you
this
can,
ancient
if you
city
can get
shit is easy. God.
basically if you can get the spin on it right, you can just fucking launch it.
That's awesome. Okay. Just gotta investigate this. Then I can go back and continue the story.
And it's very funny.
Oh, man. This exploration aspect is the sole reason I don't like streaming long games like this, big games like this, because I'm gonna spend hours going around everywhere. And why I'm really not going to enjoy the next game I want to stream, Final Fantasy 16, because I love that game.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, it's such a good game. It took me 150 hours on my first playthrough. Alright, there's a lunchbox here.
As much as I would love to continue hanging out, I have work in the morning.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Sounds like a them issue. Call in.
Okay, I'll
Good
wrap up soon
night.
then. Okay.
Good
I
night,
looked down.
fam.
Good night. I looked down at the rippling
night.
water. The moonlight danced over each and every little wave, marching a marching band of shimmering light, lonely and cold. I hugged myself inside. I thought of him. Then the surface of the lake calmed, and like a spectral surprise, he was there, his face smiling at me. Reflected in the water, I looked up, not daring to believe it was true, but it was true. He was there, my love, my savior, my writer. 9 more manuscript fragments. Nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure that is the only thing here. So I think I can just move on now. I have definitely missed shit here. But I don't care at this point. God. Let's see, where's this way go? Okay.
Flipboard!
What?
Waiting! Signed and dated!
Oh, I didn't know I could shoot that through the characters. Cool. God, that stun is so useful. I forgot how good that was. Alright. But yeah, see what I mean by, like, walk 10 feet and it turns to night? Like, back there it was dusk. Now it's, like, clearly nighttime right here. It's on the other side of the store, isn't it? Yep. And the trees are down, because of course they are. Alright. Okay. I think I'll finish this chapter, because we've got, like, 10 minutes left, and then I'll call it a night.
Okay.
I think there's literally, like, a cutscene when we get back to town, and that's it. Where the fuck am I going? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And when it comes to, like, just exploring and getting some stuff off to the side, I might do some of that off stream just to speed things up. Because there's a lot to explore in this game. Especially in the second half. Alright. Anything new in here I can look at? Pretty sure I already read this. This is the, yep, clear sign to tampering. Alright, nope, this is just going off. Alright. An AWE has taken place. There's a good chance I get off stream and just do New Game Plus on my other save file for this.
That's fair.
Because I forgot, like, I love this game, I know that. I forgot how much fun I had with this, though. I love this game.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No.
Our daughter is still alive and not drowned. Good to know.
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but
ooh, that
I'm
sucks.
Keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
Oh, you know, fighting ghosts, zombies, killed a man who had no heart.
Case, that's all.
Found a man who's been missing for 13 years.
My years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey.
I love the stereotype that,
just
like,
tell her I love
cops,
her.
investigators,
Bye for now.
detectives, FBI, terrible at Clue. Love that stereotype.
Good stereotype.
Oh, yeah, so this is creepy as all hell. They do that so often, and I hate it. They drink coffee in perfect sync every time. And every time I'm like, that is a clue to something, isn't it? It's not. It's just unsettling.
Why would it be?
Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense.
I remember. Yo, Auntie and the janitors?
I remember.
Hell yeah. This game. Okay, I need to find a... That is the end of chapter 2. Kind of.
Waking up in places
So
with no
I need
memory
to
of how
find
it
a
got
save
there.
point now.
It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
Man, the live action parts for this game are so well done.
Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome back to the show. Come on, sit down, sit down, sit down. Woo!
Oh, this is a good cutscene.
It is so good
Yeah.
to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
So does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long.
Okay, you responded before I got a chance.
You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
I will say, if John's not up to D&D tomorrow, I'll do this tomorrow night,
what
too.
every reader will be asking.
Okay.
This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay.
Man.
You got me. Good prank.
Oh, what is the actor's name? It's pissing me off.
It's sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your...
Lance Reddick. So that was supposed to be... That guy was supposed to be played by Lance Reddick, but Lance Reddick sadly passed, like, right before. Yeah. Yeah. So they got a guy who looks just like Lance Reddick and sounds just like Lance Reddick.
Does look a lot like him.
He sounds so similar too. He's got the same kind of like
really
rasp
upsetting.
to his voice.
The book is set in New York, but it might not be.
You can tell him it'll be up on YouTube if he wants to watch it or
It's
something.
just uncanny Lance Reddick.
Yeah, kind of, which I think actually kind of works for it.
That's right. Alex Casey is in this book as well.
That's true.
Does Casey come out
We'll
here?
just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan?
God, how meta is this game? It's insane.
No, I wish you every success with your
New book,
That's part of why I
hope
love
it's as
this
successful
game.
as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this,
I would buy the fuck out of that book. Oh my god, I want a murder mystery that's like this, with it's just crazy shit constantly.
Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives, expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Man, speaking of that... Oh no, he's gone. The scene ended. He's gone. He was right.
I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice.
Alright.
What the hell was that interview?
So when I talk about the two
Some
halves
kind
of this
joke?
game, this is the second
Initiation?
half, where you play as
I never
Alan
wrote a book
Wake
called
in
Initiation.
the dark
This
place.
felt like a bad dream.
Oh, fun.
Could make a good horror story. Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
665. Neighbor of the Beast. God. The Old God of Asgard's part of Alan Wake 1. Best part of that game.
It was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing
My interpretation of Many Worlds by Dr. Casper Darling. He is the head of research for the Federal Bureau of Control. Also the same actor who plays Alan Wake. My interpretation of Many Worlds by Dr. Casper Darling. Which, at the time, was why we thought Control and Alan Wake could not take place in the same universe. Because it'd be weird to have an actor playing two different characters.
There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out.
But anyways.
I mean, people do it all the time. Like, that's not
What was
rare
that?
nowadays.
A message? Impossible to say.
Not bad. Okay. God, where's the checkpoint? I swear to God, I remember there being a save point before here. I don't have a map either. Oh, here's the door. Okay.
There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
Yo, it's the evil presence from the Evil Within. Not Evil Within, Evil Dead. That's exactly what that POV reminds me of.
This is the ritual to lead you all.
Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced. About riding here for countless days.
Alright, by the way, this game does get weird with, like, how things go. So if you need me to explain something, as long as it's not something that will spoil things, I will explain it. If it does spoil things, I will just say wait.
For mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that
And in this second half of the game specifically, explain where Alan's sleep is. What? Oh,
as well.
Okay, Alan's sleep, huh?
I have written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant.
He's around. I'll say wait on that. Because I'm going to pretend Alan's sleep is Mr. Scratch, because that's... Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
You must write to escape.
Mr. Scratch is the secondary antagonist of this series, and is an evil version of Alan Wake, so Alan's sleep would be an apt name, actually, kind of. Okay, Part 1, Late Night. Read me, beware Scratch. Alice. Waking up to a nightmare. At the talk show I had thought I was home in New York, but none of it felt right. I was trapped in the dark place. A nightmare beyond our world. The writer's room was my safe haven. My writing affected what was outside. I was trying to write a story to escape this place. The story was called Initiation. With the story I wrote, I projected myself out to look for a way to escape. I had tried many times, failed. This place made me forget. Everything Door had said had felt true. Was that part of my writing, or coming from somewhere else? The dark place, trapped. You must write to escape. Basically all that's saying right now is Alan literally astral projects out of this room in order to look for ways to escape. So when we see, like, Alan Wake running around the dark place, it's not actually him.
Ah, yes.
I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in
So
this
each time we see him,
place.
like, out there, it's him writing, like, trying to write a new chapter to get himself out, to continue the story, to keep going.
Explored the depths of this prison for a way out. This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it is Sam Lake. I was remembering that. That's crazy. I forgot that they cast Sam Lake as Sam Lake in this game, too. Oh, I love that.
Films are based off. Let's do this.
It is Sam Lake. I don't know why. I got him I thought for some reason Sam Lake was the writer for the game, not the actor.
He is the writer for the game.
Oh, he's both? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
He's Alex Casey.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's really cool. And now I'm kind of worried about the games going forward since he passed away, too.
The man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him?
Alex Casey, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, Sam Lake, the actual person. He passed away.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He looks exactly
No, he
like
didn't.
I always imagined Casey to be.
Okay, then we are thinking of two different people then.
Thank you. That means
The guy that voiced Max Payne, the original voice actor, he passed away, but the face of Max Payne, Sam Lake.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. He passed away like a year ago, like
yeah,
recently.
it was
like, I think
like it was
a year
right
ago.
after this game came out.
They're their own thing.
Yeah, I was the voice actor for Max Payne, but like Sam Lake is the face of Max Payne.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking it up now. Yeah, you're right.
Alex Casey.
Huh. It's weird. Everything I saw online was like writing it as if Sam Lake and the original voice actor were the same person.
In that case, you want to see.
Oh yeah, no. I follow his Instagram, so he's very much so alive.
Thank God. I'm so happy because I love this guy.
Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
I also just love how confusing it is that Alex Casey in his books looks exactly like Alex Casey in the real world.
It needed the sun,
Oh,
but there was
this game is weird and I love it so much.
I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing to shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great. Murder case, Casey. Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
Come on, there's gotta be a save point soon. Actually, can I see where the last autosave was? Saved just now. Okay, so the last autosave was just now. Alright. In which case, I can end it right here. If you want me to, Lexi.
If you want to. I'm still working on something.
Alright, let me know when you're done with that. And then There's a chapter select? When did I get that?
It's probably gonna be a minute because I'm trying to create a very complicated t-shirt pattern, so I don't have to recreate it 50 million other times when I draw this character again.
Fair enough. All right, I will keep going for now, and see if I can find an actual save point. If I can find an actual save point, I will use that.
Okay.
Oh, it's not that. Okay. Okay. Wait. No. Okay, I was gonna say, so the door just unlocked now. That's the same book. Okay, 565. Okay. Let's hope the evil presence from the Evil Dead doesn't get me this time. I've made it farther.
You had to think about that for a second, didn't you?
I did for a second, because I almost said the Evil Within again. Oh, good news about Evil Within, potentially. Tango Studios, the developers who made that game, so at one point they were potentially discontinued, the studio, like Microsoft like closed the studio. A different publisher has bought the studio. They're a thing again. They're back. So I am so happy about that. Because it means potentially we could get another Evil Within. We could also potentially get another Hi-Fi Rush sequel. Yeah. So I'm really happy that somebody bought that studio. I will talk to you in a minute, Ahti. All right. I wasn't expecting that door to open. Where am I now? Oh, I can't... Okay, do I have to look at this map first? Oh, I've gone in a loop. Okay, never mind.
I really love but also really hate this character's shirt design.
You're the one who designed it. This is on you.
No! No, I did not!
Oh, you're drawing somebody else. Okay. Not one of your own characters. Gotcha.
No, I would never do this to myself. God.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right, let's go meet the janitor, who definitely is going to be standing in this exact pose.
I really love the
Oh, he actually wasn't. I'm surprised about that.
But I really hate the fact that I have to draw it.
Not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
God, I'm so happy. Like the first time he showed up in this game.
My way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
The janitor?
Yeah, because it's like we finally had like real full confirmation that these games were going to cross over. Before we had the DLC, but it could have also, given how Control is, that could have meant anything.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsoppa, a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit.
I kind of wish that was subtitled in English, what he says in, I'm assuming, Finnish.
Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
I have no idea what language it is.
Yugoslavic.
Yugoslavic? It could be, for all I know.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
I am assuming it's Finnish because the game developers are Finnish.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark.
I could be completely wrong.
Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles
Could be ancient Norse for all I know.
of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face.
Man, everyone loves Ahti.
I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
Alan Wake, Jesse Faden, both of them are like, Ahti's weird, but he's chill. Like, I love Jesse's reaction to meeting Ahti for the first time. I've worked jobs like that before. I get it. Oh, I can close the door. Okay. That's the same map. Okay. I can't do anything with that yet. Right.
The talk show host?
Good evening. A writer trapped in a dream world attempts to write a story to shape reality around him and escape. He is beset by visions leaking in from realities beyond his own. He uses those visions as inspiration for his stories, in hopes of giving them power, to make them come true. Us, hidden few, know that ultimately he will succeed. But before that, many of his stories collapse back into the stuff that dreams are made of, to remain as they began, works of fiction. And yet, maybe there is a gleam of truth to be unearthed from these tales. Rare glimpse into the unseen realities beyond our own, offering us intriguing avenues of contemplation as they transpire in Night Springs.
Man, I still gotta play the DLC for this game, too. Although the second one's not out yet. Maybe I wait for that to come out. Play them both, then.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had
Oh,
left
this
for me?
fucking chair. There we go.
Chairs, the worst enemy in
It literally wouldn't let me get close enough to interact. It blocked me.
Just another test from the developers.
Can you move the chair with
past.
accurate
Magnetic
physics?
pull between the lamp and the light overhead.
Use the angel lamp to move lights and create a way forwards.
When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward. The lamp was humming. The bulb glowed.
It was all a dream.
It held the light now.
Kind of.
The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
Oh, what the hell? Okay. Oh, this game is trippy and I love it.
The dark place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember the clicker, the light switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror are real. It feeds off my mind, twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here, I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many.
My camera froze again.
Failing. But I must keep trying.
Okay.
I use the story to dive
Great.
deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral in the darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, and the compass. That's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean, and a lake that's not a lake.
Oh, okay. That's the end of the part. Okay. Did a whole nother part without wanting to. Alright. Much as I want to listen to music, I don't want that to be copyright strike or something. There's a save. Okay. I knew there was one soon. Okay. Okay. So, in that case, I am going to end the stream here tonight. Thank you everyone who showed up and watched. I don't know when I will continue this. It'll be probably relatively soon rather than later. Maybe even tomorrow night, depending on how things go. But also unlikely that it will be tomorrow night. Small possibility. This will be up on my YouTube channel probably tomorrow. I'll probably download and upload this tonight, actually, so it might even be up within probably an hour, 2 hours. But yeah, this is the start of Alan Wake 2, a game that I want to say took me 40 hours for my first playthrough, so it'll be a good number of parts. Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you.